tusks in the valley of masks. The altars are cold, the terror is old. But high on the rim, the shadows grow slim. No crown for his head, just vengeance and lead. One breath for the draw, one man for the law. The emerald spark, a fight in the dark. 1,000 fall still at the command of his will. The mountain is won, the monsters are done. Where legends fade and ancient fires glow, the green arrow stands, the master of the bow.
The banners hung heavy, all tattered and torn, in the valley where kings and their legends were born.
The iron was rusted, the gardens were dry, and a shroud of gray ashes had swallowed the sky.
For years we had drifted, for years we had strayed, while the stones of our fathers began to degrade.
The hearts were all cold and the children were still,
as the shadow of winter crept over the hill. Oh, the kingdom was falling, the walls crumbling down. Lost was the glory and lost was the crown. But when the clock struck the hour of deepest despair, a voice like a trumpet rang out through the air. Not a lord in his silk, nor a knight in his mail, but a humble man, Rupert, who stepped through the gale. He didn't have silver,
he didn't have gold,
just a heart that was honest
and hands that were bold.
He stood in the square where the elders would meet, with the dust of the roadway still thick on his feet.
He spoke not of conquest or vengeance or pride,
but of the love for the soil that we'd buried inside.
He spoke of the ancestors, sturdy and deep, who had planted the orchards we neglected to keep. Oh, the kingdom was falling, the walls crumbling down. Lost was the glory and lost was the crown. But when the clock struck the hour of deepest despair, a voice like a trumpet rang out through the air. Not a lord in his silk, nor a knight in his mail, but a humble man, Rupert, who stepped through the gale.
He picked up a hammer, he picked up a plow.
He said, if we don't save our home, tell me when, tell me how.
And one by one, neighbors looked up from the mud, with the fire of old memories stirring their blood. The blacksmith, the baker, the girl from the mill, they followed his lead up the side of the hill.
Through the sweat of the brow and the strength of the back, they mended the breach and they filled every crack. The gardens were planted, the bells started to ring,
and the birds in the rafters began once to sing.
It wasn't the sword that had won back the day, but the courage to work and the spirit to stay in the land of our fathers, the place we belong, where the weak found their power and the quiet grew strong. Now the kingdom is rising, the hearts are aglow, and the rivers of silver through green meadows flow. We tell of the darkness, we tell of the night, and of Rupert who led us back into the light. Yes, we sing of the hero who answered the call, and the home that was restored for the good of us all.
Morning, guys. Hope you're well. Just slow that music down. I didn't got up, read all the newspapers, all the same. War in the Middle East, trouble in Ireland. Should be reporting on that, really. And I thought, I don't feel like it. I think I'll go play some chill out music and have a look around. Went through the comments. Yeah. Channel news. We've got over 50 members now, thanks to a couple of people who've done subscriptions. That seems like a good idea, Adwolf. Yeah. I thought about trying that, actually, because I'm a better writer than I am a video maker. I thought, well, you can write an article. Why not write an article, get Ray to do your voice, and then it can deliver it perfectly. What have I been doing, though? Yeah, the only reason I'm here this morning is I started to make a video about the borders across Europe, Austria, Germany. Well, lots of countries tightening up their border controls. And it was just the hypocrisy of it all. Tighter border controls for people coming in legally or visiting the country, making it difficult for them to come here. But no border controls on the border. Coming across on the ferry, read about those 4 illegal colonizers or wannabe colonizers who drowned. Felt absolutely no sympathy for them at all. None at all. Because 68 of them still made it across. So I wouldn't have worried or shed a tear if the 68 had gone down. Yeah. But I was having a look at different things, and I can see why Ribeye might want me to not cut down on my drinking. I do indeed. If I can find it here. Not there. Not there. Not there. Now, what have I done with it? I'm going to have to go and get it. Let me play you some music whilst I go and get a video clip I thought you might like.
Shadows watching your back. 1 minute you go, a summer sun. The next, the Cold War has just begun. I'm tiptoeing over a fractured glass, waiting for the storm clouds to finally pass. You're a master of the maybe, a king of the might, keeping me shaking in the dead of the night. The thermostat drops when you walk in the door. I don't know what I'm fighting for. Is it love? Is it pride? Or just a place where I go to hide? Are you coming or going? Are you high? Are you low? You're the ghost in the hallway, the thorn in the rose. Which way the wind of your temper blows? Nobody knows. You're a revolving door in a haunted house. Am I the hunter or am I the mouse? Are you coming or going? You rewrite the script mid-line. Tell me my memories aren't actually mine. You're the victim, the hero, the star
Yeah,
Thermostat drops when you walk in the door.
I read
Don't know
it.
who I am anymore. Is it love? Is it hate? Or just a soul that's accepted its fate? Are you coming or going? Are you high or you low? You're the ghost in the hallway, the thorn in the rose. Which way the wind of your temper blows, nobody knows. You're a revolving door in a haunted house. Am I the hunter or am I the mouse? Are you coming or going? Look at me, look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. You need the mirror, but you hate the reflection. You crave the worship, but you kill the affection. Grinning, grinning, losing your running. Stop. The door clicks shut, but I can't tell, was that you arriving or was that me leaving? Coming or going, going, gone.
Oh, just easing into the day. I'll be closing down at 9 so I can go and do the video. The background image is from last night, isn't it? Strangely enough, I was tired last night. Normally I can just keep going. Will they have the courage to show up? No, they didn't, did they? I was hoping that Simon Tomlin might come over. I see he's been having another pop at me. I just had a report on it. I didn't read it. I'm really not that much concerned. It would have been nice if Simon had come over, see if I could have got him to talk some sense. I mean, we've got common ground there, haven't we? With our old BNP days, knowing the same people like John Tyndall, Nick Griffin. Hoped I could persuade him to become an asset to the cause instead of putting down Restore Britain, maybe put his support behind it. You know, I might try again. Anyone out there with access to Simon Tomlin, ask him to come on over and chat to me, or I'll go over to his channel and chat to him. Yeah, we should be uniting, especially he says he's an ethno-nat. I'm a British nationalist. He probably sees himself as a British nationalist. Yeah, I see that, Tad. So will they have the courage to show up? I put it up last night. They never. The other one I was hoping would come over was that guy who smeared me, sent a rather nasty email. I was hoping he'd come over and we could sort of talk it through. But I think he was a red. No, a trendsetter. I've always been ahead of the curve, ahead of the pack. Oh, good. That is excellent. But now I want to go over and see it. I'll have a look the next time we play. I tell you what, though, let's have a look at this. Let's remind ourselves of something, is that? Stand by. Oh, God. Stand by.
Oh.
The mountains trembled
The fuck
when
is that?
his breath.
Face?
Look at
Look at the face.
They forged the chains to cheat the hand of death and locked away the thunder and the roar.
We like it, Dino Bain.
But iron is allied to ancient bone, and steel is just a whisper in the night. He stands within the dark.
Going to be eating a burger.
Next to
Hang on,
Augusto.
wait. He's drawing me into his gravity sphere. I've had it. Oh, no.
He has a gravitational pull, I think.
Oh, God.
Why
no.
is there a 9.2 earthquake here in Chicago? Oh, no, it's Matty walking around again.
Oh, no. It's so good to see someone with a sense of humor, and even to see Dino. You say Dino, I say Dino. You say potato, I say potato. To see Dino being laugh. Don't give me that look.
I've also been guilty of that in his defense, but I have corrected myself on that, and I do call him Dino Payne from now on.
You do need.
It's
Are
remarkable.
you saying you've been a naughty boy? Do you need correcting, Arthur? Shall I correct you? Did you watch The Shining? Your children need correcting.
I can literally make people say that the English that they're reading is not the English that they're reading. I am Joseph Goebbels. 2.0.
Oh, well done. Yeah, 2.0. Nice. Respect. Taught to the best then. I've got a book upstairs on propaganda, actually, read it years ago. How to influence people, how to make friends. I haven't made many. That's why I have to talk to my AI companion.
Is it Gemini? Is it Alexa?
It's ChatGPT-4, and it's
Oh,
just
no, dude.
Like Mr. Goodwin.
yeah. You go, Dino. Come on, game on.
Well,
Game on.
I have there's an AI called Sesame. If you really want a natural sounding voice, and she's kind of sounds like Scarlett Johansson. You want to try it now?
Not on me.
You know me. Listen, I don't bother with the voice. I prefer to use I can type faster than I can talk, actually. So yeah,
That's so good.
it's just a tool, Dino Bain. Like everything, it's a tool. You've seen the
It's a
work
mirror.
created by Bad Wolf. A mirror, yes. I understand exactly how an AI intelligence works. I could write a program myself for it. I'm IT, as you know. So it's not difficult. It's a glorious search engine. It parses the sentence and then looks at every word, then looks up references to similar sentences. But I could see a use for it. But that's a deeper discussion for another time. I'm enjoying myself at the moment. I was until you got serious, Dino Bain. Now I've got a drink to forget you.
That's harsh. I also use AI. It runs 24/7.
There he goes with the look. Do the look again, Dino.
What look? I don't know what you're talking about. Look at his face. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's like that guy in Zoolander. Give him the look.
Well, apparently I'll be an expert in gurning when I get old. Which is, I didn't even know what that was. And, I didn't even know what that was until he said it. I was like, what is gurning? And I was like, oh, it looks like the guy that just said the thing. I understand now. It's fine. It's fine. We deal with these things. We move forward. Oh yeah, like there's a guy that can literally wrap his face around his face.
Yes.
It's pretty interesting.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to fail. I've been trying. I can't get my wife interested in the channel.
Let me
so she
steal.
doesn't. That was it. You remember it now. You got it. When they're at the petrol pump. What? In Zoolander? It's an hilarious film. You should watch it. Dino Gaines got the blue steel. What's your look, Arthur?
I'm doing my own gurney.
Right. Guys, this is a serious channel for grown-up people, right? We talk about serious issues. How can we destroy the left if we laugh it?
What just happened? Something happened in politics. Something recently. What was it? I can't remember. I saw it recently.
Freedom of information requests were denied for what's his face, Rupert Lowe.
Yes,
he's going to kill me for that.
Yeah, we know that.
He asked too many questions. Yeah, there was that one, but there was something else. What was it? Might have been about Iran. I can't remember. Something big happened.
There was a
I know they've got
ceasefire, I believe.
They've got a ceasefire.
Iran.
But the reasons behind it were kind of interesting. It was I know they were going to bomb them into the Stone Age, take away all of their power plants and the desalination plants, and basically that would mean that they'd all be transferred to Europe. And then J.D. Vance came out and said on like a podcast or something, or he was on stage saying that
started to get serious then, so I thought, come and have some music.
The fog is thick, the moon is cold. I'm walking paths that weren't foretold. There's a shadow hand upon my wrist, twisting me through the iron mist. I didn't choose this jagged road. I'm just a beast that bears the load. The air is thinning, the stars go black. There's no more road for looking back. I hear the laughter in the breeze, bringing me down to my trembling knees. Led by demons into the night, running from the ghost of the light. They pull the wires, they scream the name. I'm just a fuel for the master flame. No more will, no more soul, losing every shred of control. Led by demons into the void. A thousand voices, a single thread, feeding on the things I've said. They know the cracks, they know the fear. They whisper clover in my ear, but the field is ash, the sky is lead. I'm living like I'm already dead. I am the puppet, they are the kings. I am the motion, they are the strength.
Got something really good to show you in a minute. Stand by, stand by. Oh, we let the song finish.
Led by demons into the night, running from the ghost of the light. They pull the wires, they scream the name. I'm just a fuel for the master flame. No.
Can't get the staff.
Losing every shred of control. The path is gone. The master stays, led by demons through the haze.
That's a great track, isn't it? Right. Let's have a look at something different for a moment, is it? Stand by, execute. We're going to go over to Saxon Thor. Someone give me background information on this guy, because I know very little about him. I think it's Liam Duffs, but he's having a pop year. Let's have a look.
Right, I was in two minds whether to send you this privately or put it out publicly. And seeing as you keep pumping out your stuff publicly, I'm going to do the same. You keep talking about Tommy like you know him. The fact that you state he's got 4 properties that he owns tells me that you know fuck all about him and probably a lot of other stuff, because you call things as fact, because you've gone down a fucking rabbit hole when you're out your nut and you think it's all reality. You're detached from reality. You're due to come on my podcast, and I still hope you do, because I've got a lot of things I need to call you out on. Stick to your fucking ULEZ program, which you do very well at, and stay away from other subjects you know fuck all about. Until you protect children from fucking rape gangs, shut your fucking mouth, cunt.
Well, I'm not impressed with that. Is that the face of British nationalism we want to show the people? I know we swear, I swear quite often, don't I? Well, you'd swear if you were married to my wife, but there you go. Now that's unacceptable. It's a foul word to use. Let's have a look again. Let's have a look again. Yeah. A foul-mouthed thug. A foul-mouthed thug. I really, Phil Grant, The Mitchells, never watch it. My sentiments exactly, Bluebell. I mean, covered in tats, yeah. No shirt, no decency, no manners, a thug, just a thug. And one of Tommy Robinson's supporters then, yeah. I think Dean O'Bain, whatever his faults are, and there are many, would eat him alive, yeah, would eat him alive. Do you know what he reminds me of? My wife come up with a name, carpet carriers. You see him coming back from the gym, walking like this, their arms and shoulders like that. They're all bulked up at the top. Yeah, carpet carriers. A tattooed baked bean, yeah. Yeah. No. Should Dean O'Bain even attempt to talk? Can you talk to something like that? You might as well go to Whipsnade Zoo and talk to the chimps. You'd probably get more sense. Yeah. So that's that Timo Tufts or whatever his name is there. Not very impressive. You know, as British nationalists, we are supposed to be different. We're supposed to be gentlemen, aspire to be gentlemen, respect women, children. Our behavior should be an example to others, not something to be laughed at the way I'm laughing at this thug there with his tattoos. Nothing wrong with tattoos. I think I've got one myself, look. Oh, I know. It's a sailing ship. I had it done when I was 15. Nothing wrong with tattoos. Although, if you're in, I don't know, some organizations, it's not good to have tattoos. It gives a bad impression, I think. Perhaps it shouldn't, but it does. I mean, I've worked for all the major banks, major corporations in the country, and old school tattoo, yeah. And in the summer, people would be wearing short-sleeved shirts, and I'd always have full-sleeve shirts on. Tattoos just don't look right in some organizations, or even in retail, stuff like that. It's a bit like those pig rings the girls wear through the nose. What on earth makes them think sticking a piece of metal through their nose or lips makes them look attractive? I have no idea at all. No idea at all. And then, of course, there's the plastic they pump into their lips so they look like fish, dead fish on a supermarket slab. I can't do it, you go. Yeah, posing like that, they look bloody terrible. The tram lines they paint on their foreheads instead of having natural eyebrows. They don't seem to understand that most men, real men, prefer women to have a natural look. Soap, water, a little makeup is always good. Not too much lipstick. It's got me in trouble lots of times. There we go. Anyhow, right. Tufts has been very close to Tom. Right. Do you think they're grifters? Tommy's a grifter. Is Tufts a grifter? I don't know enough about the man to really comment. Other than on first impressions, he doesn't impress me. Anyhow, should we have a little bit more music now? And then after this music, we're going to go to a new channel just to see a bit of a clip of this new kid on the block. Seems quite good. He's only got about 6 subscribers, but we'll have a listen to what he has to say. No, I understand what you're saying. I have lots of friends that really don't have a problem with it, but I don't know, to record a channel, no shirt, it'd be different if he was a hot chick. I wouldn't complain. Anyhow, no, I'm not having a go at tattoos. I've got one. And in fact, I was thinking of having another one. I want it right here above my heart. But of course, that means I would never be able to go to Germany and take my shirt off. You'll never know whether I'm ever serious or joking. He said, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, my brother and his wife. I'll have to get together the images. We were all down the club, Ahmed. My brother's wives, girlfriends, all our friends. It was a party on or something. Anyhow, someone pulled down their pants, showing off a tattoo on the cheek of their butt. And of course, I did not realize how many people were walking around with tattoos on the butt of their arse. And so my brother, the one who was in the paras, pulled down his trousers at the back, and he had his wife's name on one cheek. And then his wife pulled down her jeans, put them side by side with my brother's, and she had his name tattooed on her cheek. And then some of them were really clever. Yeah. Yeah. Anyhow, let's have a little bit more of the music provided by our resident songwriter, singer, Bad Wolf. If I can find it, yeah. We don't want that. Let's have this. This is always good.
I woke up with a vision and a brand new suit. Got a digital course on how to harvest the fruit. It's a 3-step ladder to a 5-star life. Sell a dream to a husband, sell a scheme to a wife. I'm a prophet in a hoodie, I'm a king in a shed. I'll sell you the pillow, then I'll steal the whole bed. Don't look at the math, just look at my teeth. There's gold in the crown, there's a void underneath. The water is right rising, the well has gone dry. But I've got a bridge that I'd like you to buy. Oh, we're doing the grift, yeah, we're doing the slide. Everyone's hitching a fraudulent ride from the top of the hill to the gutter below. It's a circular hustle, it's a puppet show, yeah. I'm fleecing you and you're fleecing him while the lights on the ship are starting to dim. Everybody's doing the grift. Check the link in the bio, hit the bell, leave a like. I'm a revolutionary holding a plastic mic. I got a coin that's a moonshot. It's actually lead. I'm monetizing every single word that you said. The doctor is a bot, and the lawyer is a scam. But look at the filter on my holiday ham. Is it a lie if you want to believe? Is it a trick if there's nothing up my sleeve? We're all selling air in a vacuum-sealed bag, waving a brand like it's a holy flag. It's all for sale! Doing the slide. Everyone's hitching a fraudulent ride from the top of the hill to the gutter below. It's a circular hustle, it's a puppet show, yeah. I'm fleecing you and you're fleecing him while the lights on the ship are starting to dim. Everybody's doing the grift. Step right up. Limited time offer. No refunds. Subscribe for more.
Well, I like that. I like that a lot. I'm just gonna flick screens a second. Can you let me know if you can still hear me talking over what I'm about to show you next, okay? So if you can hear me talking, put a 1 in. I'm going to go over to my AI to check on some latest news. I don't know if Rivai said that my sound cuts off. I don't know. Stand by. Okay, guys, here I am. I'm showing the latest news on our leader, Rupert Lowe. Well, that's not new. What's it? Controversy. Controversies around supporters. A recent report claimed extremist individuals have joined or supported the movement. Oh, that's from Nation Cymru. They hate us. Oh, not him. Yeah. No, I'm not going to donate. Welsh neo-Nazi joined Rupert Lowe's thing. This is from a left-wing site. Old Isa. No, reading comments. Sam Mellier, a prominent figure in Mark Collett's neo-Nazi group, Patriotic Alternative. Sven Longshanks. Oh, yeah. Is that it? Yeah. I think that might actually be Sam Mellier. I'm not sure. Tell me. Anyhow, back to the bunker. So, guys, could you hear me when we were over in the news channel? Oh. Nobody. Okay, then, fine. I'm used to being on my own. See, I can't show you the latest news. If I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, let's go somewhere else. Thank you, Alison. Watch Welsh skinheads. Outsider tribes. There we go. I'll read that after. Let's get over here.
Come all you weary travelers and hearken to my tale of a brigantine of cedar wood that weathered every gale. She didn't hunt for silver coin or chest of Spanish tea, but sailed for every soul in need across the churning sea. The rigging hums a noble tune beneath the light of a hunter's moon. Oh, the green arrow flies o'er the crest and the foam. With a heart made of gold, he will lead the way home. With a crew full of heroes, the brave and the bold, they're worth more than all of the pirate king's gold. Heave away, haul away, the green arrow's here to save the day. The captain was a quiet man with eyes of forest light. He'd pull a drowning sailor from the clutches of the night. He kept no iron shackles and he kept no heavy whip, just a band of honest brothers on a mercy-giving ship. Oh, the green arrow flies o'er the crest and the foam. With a heart made of gold, he will lead the way home. With a crew full of heroes, the brave and the bold, they're worth more than all of the pirate king's gold. Heave away, haul away, the green arrow's here to save the day. When the Kraken rose in anger and the sky turned ink and black, the arrow didn't falter and he didn't turn his back. He stood upon the quarterdeck, a beacon in the spray, and led his band of heroes till the breaking of the day. So if you're lost at sea, my lad, and hope is wearing thin, look out toward the horizon where the stormy clouds begin. You'll see a flash of emerald, a hull of sturdy oak, and find the finest people that the heavens ever spoke. Oh, the green arrow flies o'er the crest and the foam. With a heart made of gold, he will lead the way home. With a crew full of heroes, the brave and the bold, they're worth more than all of the pirate king's gold. Heave away, haul away, the green arrow's here to save the day. The green arrow is coming home.
I shall explain the origins of the green arrow, shall I? Right. It's nothing to do with the green arrow archer at all. Absolutely nothing at all. But I can understand why Bad Wolf might have thought that. When I was 10, living in England, every Thursday, my father, coming home from work, would come home with a pile of newspapers from around the world, America, back issues. Don't know why they used to bring them over here, sell them, and comics, early Superman comics, early Batman comics. So I was an early reader. I'd read all these, but also every Thursday there was a local newspaper for Buckinghamshire. That was the county I lived in, Langley, Buckinghamshire. And I used to like to read the letters page. I was 10. Like I said, I've read Pilgrim's Progress when I was 10. All the family of big readers. And so there was a guy in the letters page who was always writing in, complaining about something. He was complaining about the lights not working. He was complaining about the hedgerows not being trimmed. He was complaining about potholes. And every week he was complaining about something. Well, jump forward to 2006, when I was setting up my first blog, if you like, website for writing articles in support of the BNP. I was sat down thinking of a name to go by. Yeah. What should my pen name be? Because I'm going to be anonymous. What should my pen name be? And then I remembered the name of that guy who wrote all those complaining letters years ago. His pen name was the Green Arrow. And I thought, I know, I'll become the Green Arrow. And even though he's probably long dead, the memory of him lives on in me, in the new Green Arrow. This is a story for you, Bad Wolf, the origins of the Green Arrow. So, salute to the old Green Arrow, who was the Green Arrow ever before the Archer came on the scene. And so there you go. I hope that helps. Now let's take a look at this. Shall we? This is that new channel I was telling you about. Let's have a listen to what he says.
Just been watching Dan Mutton's Outspoken thing where they got oh, what's her fucking face? Stephanie Alternate. Fucking hell. Oh my god, that woman's thick as shit. Anyway, and Bass and Bougie reacting to this whole Ethernet thing. In particular, there was a Good Friday show on Mutton's Air channel where he was with some Ethernet guy apparently, and two clergy, and Ricky, I'm going to heal the sick Muslims on the street, Doolin. Clown. Anyway, yeah, they were reacting to this and talking about this, this is ethno-nationalism and blah, 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 blah. Well, here's the thing, and I want to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a while, actually. So I'm going to do this. In particular, somebody like Bass and Bougie, really. There's a few things, and I'm really sick and tired of this fucking ethno argument debate. It's seemingly a lack of education, or it's just basically, essentially, just a bunch of civnats doing that left-wing thing where they pretend not to understand, basic fucking shit, basically. Ethno-nationalism. Here's the thing for people like Bougie and for Wotton. Here's the thing. Ethno-nationalism consists of two things, yeah? One, an ethnic people have the right to self-determination in their homeland. Secondly, that policies should be created to prioritize an ethnic people in their homeland. It's what every country outside of the white Western European world does. Okay, Japan, they have policies that limit immigration so that this shit doesn't happen. Because this is the problem that we're in now. Remigration is the only answer at this point because the replacement is so severe, so extreme in this country. In 15 years, the English will be a minority in England. That's how bad this shit's getting. So unless we do remigration, we're done. Now, to somebody like Bougie, what she needs to seriously think about is what kind of Britain does she think she's going to be living in when the ethnic British are no longer a majority in this country? And at that, preferably a super majority, which is the country she'll have grown up in if she was born here, yeah, which I'm not 100% sure if she was, she wasn't. Is she going to be deported under an ethno nat or a Restore Britain government, which, by the way, aren't ethno nats? They just see the same kind of problems that we see and want to do something about it. But my point is, what kind of Britain do you think you're going to have when the British are a minority, or in England when the English are a minority? It ain't going to be a Britain that you're particularly going to want to live in, is it? Which is why you claim to be some kind of patriot and you'll go on your, you know, Tommy Two Shekels marches, you know, Unite the Cringedom and all that horse shit, where they'll fucking, every flag under the fucking sun's fucking waving around. You know, it's absolute bollocks. You know, the civic nationalist position at this point is little more than replacement enthusiasm. That's basically what it is. You know, save my favorite brown or black person. You know, it's absolutely crazy. You know, there's nobody's saying that we're going to deport all these people and, oh, they all must go and all this stuff. You know, somebody like Bougie's absolutely fine to stay here. You know, there's what, 15, 16 million non-native people in this country. Do we want to deport all those people? No, of course we don't. What we want to deport is the boat people, for a start. They need to go. We need to deport, you know, the 1.5 million, you know, illegal citizens in the country. Then you got the 2 million that have come over on somebody else's work visa, and they're fucking taking the absolute piss because all they've done is sit on benefits, social housing, all this kind of crap. They need to go. You know, you're probably talking 5-6 million people. And unless we do that, and the only reason to do that is essentially to give ourselves breathing room and space so we can create some policies so we can encourage the native people to have more children, which is all the ultimate goal here, is to do that so that we don't find ourselves in this situation again, because otherwise it will just repeat itself. Yeah. So this is what we need to do. You know, if you're going to have these debates all the time, at least fucking learn something from it. Yeah. Ethno-nationalism isn't this scary, dark, horrible thing. But what I can guarantee you, 100%, I mean, I don't know whether that guy on that they were responding to is a true ethno-nat or what he is. I've given you the two, the only two beliefs of an ethno-nat. You know, a lot of people will claim ethno-nationalism, but they're just fucking nasty people. They don't like, you know, people of other colours. I myself, I don't really give a shit. What I care about is my own people. I don't want my country, my home, which I don't have any other, by the way. I don't want to be replaced in it. I don't want future generations to have to deal with that shit just because we did nothing. Yeah, I'm not prepared to do that. And many of us, far more than I think people want to realize, feel exactly the same fucking way. So just wake up to it. Stop having a fucking go at it. And again, for somebody like Bougie and all these other fucking civnats, stop your bollocks. Stop being replacement enthusiasts. Get behind Restore Britain, because they're the only party that's going to fucking try and solve this problem. Because trust me, if they don't get in power, and I'm not trying to put a threat or anything like that out there, what I will say is, if they don't get in power, what do you think's going to happen next? Yeah, because the next lot that come along, because by that point, in 2034 or whatever, it's going to be so fucking bad that people will go along with anything. They'll follow anybody. What do you think that's going to fucking look like? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, hope you don't mind this rant. That's me done. Cheers. Thanks for listening to it. Thanks, guys.
Hi there, guys. Just a quick.
Okay, good stuff. He's only got 6 subscribers, something like that. I'll leave a link in the description. I know it's a live stream, and actually, I think what I'll do later on, there's only 64 people watching. I remember when I'd be happy if there was 6. Oh, I can't tell you. Yeah, and I'll leave a link in this description, and I'll promote him in a video as well later on. I think it's worth listening to the man. I must be the only person in the world who doesn't really like bad language. Oh dear. I told you about my father. I only heard him swear once. And he apologized. This is interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. Today's number is 14. Tomorrow's number will be, I don't know. What are the 14 words there then that I read out? We must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children. What's so terrible about that sentence? That the left, the enemies of the white race, you can be locked up in prison in some countries for saying that. They'll put you on the left shit list just for talking about it. But what is wrong with that sentence? There's nothing wrong with it. What else does it say? Because the beauty of the white Aryan woman must not perish from this earth. Who could argue with that? Can anybody seriously argue with that? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Oh, look. What time do you call this, Ribeye? Huh? Anything could have happened to me. You're supposed to have my back. You know I've been getting those nasty letters. And where were you? Gentlemen now abed in England. Yeah. Come on, let's hear the excuse, Ribeye. Why are you late? No, he's not going to respond, is he? He's probably eating again. He spends a lot of time eating. Yeah. I'll have to get rid of those rats in the cellar. He's built himself a little trap to catch them and eat them. Yeah. And he's come on just as I'm about to close down the show because I've got a video to make about the invasion of Europe. Ah, dear. Oh, dear. I'm voting Restore Britain. Interesting. Let's have a look here.
A legion of tusks in the valley of masks. The altars are cold. The terror is old. But high on the rim, the shadows grow slim. No crown for his head, just vengeance and lead. One breath for the draw, one man for the law. The emerald spark, a fight in the dark. 1,000 fall still at the command of his will. The mountain is won, the monsters are done. Where legends fade and ancient fires glow, the green arrow stands, the master of the bow.
Wow, powerful stuff there. Let's have a look at this from Bad Wolf as well, is there?
He's watching. in a brother's face. You climb your tower on the backs of the weak, but the air is thin and the floorboards creak. You're punching down, you're feeling tall, but the bigger the ego, the harder the fall. The line is drawn in the frozen dirt. You flirt with fire, you're gonna get hurt. One more slur, one more act of hate. You just sign the seal on your own dark fate. The wrath of the wolf is coming for you. Cross that line, and you're through, you're through. Full of spite if you're full of pride. There ain't a cavern deep enough to hide. Taste the fever, feel the tooth. Face the terror of the jagged truth. Disrespect is a heavy debt. The north wind hasn't even started yet. You thrive on the pain of the ones below, but you reap the rot of the seeds you sow. I see the malice, I smell the fear. The alpha is hungry, and the alpha is here. Go ahead, punch down again. Show us the coward beneath the skin. The pack is silent, the pack is still, but the bad wolf is moving. For the kill! For the kill! For the kill!
I've lost track. All my tabs vanished. Hold on. So where were we? Ribbon, can I have a sound check? I've screwed up my screen a second. Not sure if I'm still getting out. Ribbon, come back. No, am I gone? Oh, okay. I'm still there. Okay, catch you later, 8 Mags. That's me with my friends in the club yesterday. Yeah. As you can see, I've got a lot of them. Right, let's get back here. There. There. Keep on talking, Paul. Keep on talking, keep on talking, keep on talking. Get in here.
Bruised to the core. There's the dust on my boots and my saddle, and the canteen is running on dry. But I'm chasing a silhouette yonder, where the emerald cuts through the sky. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen, and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire, and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the green hill
the only sweet home that I know. The stagecoach don't stop here no longer, and the gold mines have all turned to rust. But there's a light in that valley of shadows that I'd follow through thunder and dust. It ain't about riches or glory or the names in the ledger of old. It's the warmth of a stove in the winter, when the prairie turns bitter and cold. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. I've outrun the law and the weather, I've outlasted the heat of the day, but I'm tired of being a hunter when my heart's half a lifetime away. Just a few more miles through the sagebrush, just a few more miles to go. The Green Arrow, honey, I'm home.
Okay, guys, going to try something now again. Going to go over, I'm going to go to the news channel. I need to know if you can still hear me speaking when I'm over on the news channel. Okay, stand by, execute. Oh, take it from me. What you're about to see, or rather read, these skinheads are not representative of the young up in the valley I live in. Oh, they might be. Right. Okay, here we go. We're over on Nation Cymru. It's a real shit site. Watch Welsh skinheads were asked what they thought of reform. Well, yeah, there they are. What do skinheads think about reform? Talking about it. Can you still hear me? Rabbi? It's like trying to get feedback from a dead goldfish, honestly. Oh, you can still hear me. Oh, I better say something nice about you. So what do the skinheads think of reform? Farage's fools. They pricks, said one. They write, see something. Can't. Think of a vowel that will go in there. Sense. They write sense, added another. They don't give a SHI. Hey? chat about the people. The skins were accompanied by a teddy boy mate. I remember teddy boys. They used to be really, really, really smart. My uncle was one. My mother's brother. I remember being a little kid. He must have been a teenager. He looked so smart, and his future wife, she's gone now. See them going out on a Saturday night. Him in his teddy boy gear, her in a swirling frock. Ah, they look smart. Yeah. Did they ask him who they supported? No. Oh, look, yeah, you can buy his pictures. Let's get back to the studio. Okay, so you could hear me okay if we went over to a news page. Well, that's good. That's good. Let's get back here.
The tumbleweeds roll past my window, and the desert wind howls at the door. I've been riding this circuit since Memphis, and my spirit is bruised to the core. There's a dust on my boots and my saddle, and the canteen is running on dry. But I'm chasing a silhouette yonder, where the emerald cuts through the sky. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen, and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire, and the hot, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know. The stagecoach don't stop here no longer, and the gold mines have all turned to rust. But there's a light in that valley of shadows that I'd follow through thunder and dust. It ain't about riches or glory, or the names in the ledger of old. It's the warmth of a stove in the winter, when the prairie turns bitter and cold. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen, and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire, and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know.
Thinking about asking young ladies to dance as a teenager before I joined the Royal Navy at 15. I'll have to do a video about it, show some photographs. The Institute, beautiful old building, stone used to build it, magnificent. And they'd have dances there in the big hall. And all the young girls would be sat down one side of the hall, and all the young boys sat down the opposite side. And there'd be a record on, and the teenagers would be looking over at the girls or the girl that they were interested in. And the music had come on. And then who would have the courage to be first up to walk across that room and ask a girl to dance for the first time? Ah, it was hard, girls, I tell you, to walk across that room not knowing whether you'd say yes or whether you'd say no. Oh, and the rejection if you asked a girl to dance and then had to walk back across that room to your seat. Oh, it was painful, painful. Of course, that discouraged other boys from trying it. Oh dear, you girls put us through hell.
But I'm tired of being the hunter when my heart's half a lifetime away.
Oh.
Just a few more miles through the sagebrush, just a few more miles to go. The green arrow, honey, I'm home.
Oh, welcome, Chirac. You're just a little bit late. I just played a video from Saxon Thor. Excellent. Oh, there's a blue tit outside the window. Where's my air gun? No, it's got away. Right. Only joking. I love birds. I really do. Apart from magpies and crows. Yeah, Chirac, I was watching Saxon Thor's video with that cretin with his shirt off. Was having a pop at Dino Bain and saying how wonderful Tommy Grifter was, yeah, and how he'd done so much for the world. I almost vomited over my screen, to be honest. Yeah, no, we don't care about May the 16th. In fact, I think I'm washing my feet that day. Anyhow, I don't think no. Perhaps, no, the money could be spent better elsewhere. Could have been spent elsewhere. Right, let's carry on with some music while I look around. Ribai, I'm trying to do a video on the borders in Europe. I should really be writing that, but I just didn't feel like it. Thought I'd come on. Chirac, is it true, Chirac? I haven't been over to the Daily Agenda for a while, but you know how there are bad agents on there. Someone sent me a message saying that Simon was having a pop at me again. Is this true? I hope not. I hope not. I'm still hoping he'll come over on the show. If you have a look at the background image, will they have the courage to show up? I was hoping that Simon would come over here and either make peace or try to eat me alive. Yeah. I was open to both. Yeah. If he came over here, I'd like to have a serious talk to him about how we could resolve our differences and work together. We're both, well, let's use the word ethno-nats. I don't like using it. British nationalist means to me that you're white. We should be working together, not taking swipes at each other. I mean, I was hoping to try and persuade him, or at least make him think, that, okay, Restore Britain might not be the best option in his eyes and his opinion, and Rupert may well be the man that he say he is. I'm not too sure about that, but at least we have an option with Restore Britain and Rupert. Without Rupert and Restore Britain, we have nothing but the streets. Anyhow, if you talk to him, pass that message on, Chirac, please. Yeah, good point, Carl, good point. I'll play some background music while we chat about this.
The tumbleweeds roll past my window, and the desert wind howls at the door. I've been riding this circuit since Memphis, and my spirit is bruised to the core. There's a dust on my boots and my saddle, and the canteen is running on dry. But I'm chasing a silhouette yonder, where the emerald cuts through the sky. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen, and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire, and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know.
Oh, Vindicator. I see that I watched the Saxon Thought video. I played it earlier on with that tattooed, bare-chested moron who's having a pop at Dino Bain. And it was quite laughable. Have you seen it? Do you want to come up to the mic? Would you like to come up to the mic and talk about it, V? You don't have to. If anybody wants to come up to the mic, just click on the link I've provided. I'll put it in again. Anybody like to come up and talk about almost anything, really, except quantum physics? I'm not very good on quantum physics. Yeah. Oh, it's a fun life, isn't it? You've got your fans even over here, Vindicator. You're popular around the world. I understand, mate. I really do. It's nice to go over to another channel and just sit back and relax, isn't it? But keep an eye on Goldie Girl. She's a bit of trouble. She's the little town flirt in this channel. Yeah. She's got Bad Wolf wrapped around her little finger. She thought she had me wrapped around her little finger for a while, but absolutely no chance. No chance at all. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Should we get back to the music then? But if anybody wants to chat, just let me know, and I'll put the link back up again. I like this easy music. I really do.
Stagecoach don't stop here no longer, and the gold mines have all turned to rust. But there's a light in that valley of shadows that I'd follow through thunder and dust. It ain't about riches or glory, or the names in the ledger of old. It's the warmth of a stove in the winter, when the prairie turns bitter and cold. Oh, I'm trading the spurs for the kitchen, and the stars for a roof overhead. I'm sick of the beans and the campfire, and the hard, lonely ground for a bed. I can see it just over the canyon, like a jewel in the dust and the snow. I'm coming back to the Green Arrow, the only sweet home that I know.
We got to do this, guys, for Vindicator.
This privately or put it out publicly. And seeing as you keep pumping out your stuff publicly, I'm going to do the same. You keep talking about Tommy like you know him. The fact that you state he's got 4 properties that he owns tells me that you know fuck all about him and probably a lot of other stuff, because you call things as fact, because you've gone down a fucking rabbit hole when you're out your nut and you think it's all reality. You're detached from reality. You're due to come on my podcast, and I still hope you do, because I've got a lot of things I need to call you out on. Stick to your fucking ULEZ program, which you do very well at, and stay away from other subjects you know fuck all about. Until you protect children from fucking rape gangs, shut your fucking mouth, cunt.
Go, string hero! Go on!
Oh, wasn't he? I got the wrong end of the stick then. Oh, well, he's still a twat. What was he talking about? Carl, come back, please. Right, okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I still don't like him. He could have been talking about Peter Pan or the Three Musketeers. I still don't like him. What? I'm watching you, Ribeye. You try it. You try it. What do you think you are, Spartacus, trying to organize a slave revolt? I'll send you back. You know, there's still cotton to be picked down at the end of the plantations. Right, you can have some music just for that now, something I like. Never, never.
From the midst of the Neolithic dawn, the giant stones were laid. Stonehenge stands in silent watch where ancient vows were made. The Celts arise with torches of gold, the chariot wheels ignite. Against the eagles of the south, we scream into the night. Boudica in iron blood, the rebel queen's decree. A legacy of Thunderborn beside the northern sea. The hammers fall, the anvils ring. Hear the ghosts of Albion sing. From the wall to the steel, to the throne we shall kneel. Forever young, Britannia rise underneath.
Here we go, guys. We got the great Vindicator, Super Patriot. Good morning, V. Here he is, guys. I wonder if he's finished his morning walk. Give him a second, guys.
Looking up.
He was
Yeah, how you doing? Hello.
Hello. Hello there. My name's Jeff.
Just go get my headphones in, mate. I can't hear you. I haven't got my headphones in. Like, what's that doing? Hi, mate. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Vindicator. What about you? What about you?
That tattooed twat. That's what I will call him. I watched the back and forth between him and Dino Bain yesterday on X, and what a clown he is. He's like Paul Thorpe. He's a narcissist.
Right.
He tries to make out people are beneath him, but yet still wants their attention. And this is how this guy plays it.
Do you think, Vindicator? I was looking at it, and you know how we all have each other's backs. I spoke about it the other day. You know, when you were right there for me. Do you think it's worth going after him? Because my first reaction was to come out with guns blazing and call him out for what he is, a twat or a carpet carrier.
The more I see these people, right, I used to watch these people, right, before all this started, right, before we saw who all the gatekeepers were. I thought these people were okay, but ever since Restore Britain's launched, it's Restore Britain that's done this. That's been the catalyst for all of this. The launch of Restore Britain, and it's just taken the masks off of all these people. They've just revealed themselves all for what they are. Now, regarding going after Liam Tufts, that's up to you. I can't tell anybody what to do on their own channel. Me personally, I won't be making any videos because Dino Bain's a big boy. He can handle his own battles. He's more than capable of taking on somebody like Liam Tufts if he needed to. But he's just an arsehole.
Agreed. Yeah, I agree. No, you're absolutely right. And perhaps we shouldn't report on. I mean, is there any... There's no point in going after Inman anymore, is there? I mean, he's been totally exposed, so he's down. And people who support Thorpe are still going to support Thorpe now because they drank the Kool-Aid. Is it worth going after Thorpe?
I'll just let everybody know, right, that the conversation that's supposed to take place today between, 00 News is, don't you, Tom? 00 News.
Yes.
They were supposed to have a conversation today. Paul Thorpe now mysteriously has got some other prior engagement. So that conversation is off today. I believe it's being rearranged for 4 o'clock tomorrow now. So we'll see if it takes place. Me personally, I think he's trying to weed his way out of this. I think he's trying to backtrack and trying to get out of it. Because, he put out all these claims of, I won't debate anybody. I'll debate anybody. And it's like, yeah, I think now you found out certain things, you don't want to debate him because he's not going to be a pushover. That's what I think. I think he's a coward. I think Paul Thorpe's a coward. He's got this big persona that he puts out about how he's this big, force to be reckoned with when he's nothing of the sort.
Yes. No, you're right. Oh, by the way, if you can see my backdrop, will they have the courage to show up? See, I was hoping last night that either of two people would come in. The first I was hoping that guy who said he was a patriot in Northern Ireland would come in and explain himself, or perhaps apologise, at least have a debate with me about why he said what he did. And the other person I was hoping to call in would be Simon Tomlin, because, Simon Tomlin says some good stuff and then he turns on people. And I wanted to ask him, Vindicator, if not restore, who? And wouldn't his time be better spent getting behind Restore and Rupert Lowe, who at least has a plan and gives hope for the future, than just bringing everyone down? And I was hoping that perhaps, go on.
Giving some constructive criticism to the Daily Agenda and Simon Tomlin, he looks like he's a divider, because he seems to hate everybody and offers no solutions to what actually should be done. And I think that's a big downfall for him. He could be a force for good if he focused what he was doing. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to try and tell anybody to get behind any particular party. That's on their own mind. But I will state this. Restore Britain is our last best hope for getting this country back the way we want it. If we let this opportunity slip between our fingers, then the inevitable is going to happen. What you're now seeing in Ireland is our future. That's it. And I don't particularly want to see a civil war on the streets of my hometowns. I don't want my children to see that. I'm sure you don't want your grandchildren to be witnessing that either. And we need to get behind Restore Britain.
Yeah, only Restore Britain. 100% with you on that. I wouldn't disagree with you, which is why I think, if we could get the likes of that poll I done, right? There are large numbers of people who support what Simon says. He could actually be a real big asset, but he needs to realise Restore Britain is the only way forward. But the problem is he causes division. He's making us waste time by having conversations like this right now. And perhaps I'm being too much of an optimist, Vindicator. What do you think?
Definitely, he could be a force for good, because he's got a way. He's got a presence on his live streams and on his videos. He's definitely got a presence. He can definitely garner people's attention, and that's an asset. But I think he needs to drop this conspiracy theory crap that he's pushing on his channel about everybody's out to try and get him. He's very, very paranoid to me. Maybe for good reason. Maybe for good reason. I don't know the full facts of what's gone on in his life or anything like that. Maybe everything he's saying is true. But to me, without actually bringing forth the evidence for what he's saying, he's just talking into a hurricane, isn't he? So would his time be better spent? Right, I can't prove any of this stuff, but what I can do is I can get behind the movement that is going to bring down these centrists, which is Restore Britain. Yeah?
Yeah, I just don't understand it. Really, the only good words Paul Thorpe have ever said is, I am confused. I'm really confused by it. I live in hopes.
That's probably the only honest thing he's ever said, mate.
Did you the left? They've got a no platform for people like us. Their thing, no platform. You're not allowed to speak. Their followers are not allowed to hear you speak, which is why they chant to silence us. Do you think we should have a no platform policy for the likes of Paul Thorpe and Richard Inman and even Simon? Should we? Right. No platform, no talk.
No, I'll tell you why as well. I don't include Simon in that, because I think he's just, he may or may not come around to our way of thinking. He's entitled to his free speech. He can say what he wants to say. I think that's what we all stand for. The thing is, when we allow these people to speak, they hang themselves with their own words, and that allows us to come out and counter what they're saying. And that in itself can wake people up within itself.
Yeah.
So I agree that they need to have their free speech. I'm for everybody's free speech, even for the people I disagree with. I don't agree with the left, how they try to deplatform people and how they try to silence people. That's not what I'm about. I want my enemies to speak. That's what I want them to do, because they'll hang themselves with their own words.
Yeah. I think we are making headway for the first time in a long, long time. A long, long time. It's positive. Are you going to be with us long, Vindicator? If you are, I'll go get a video clip to show you of.
Yeah, I can be around for as long as you want. I can be around as long as you want, mate. All right.
Okay, I'll just play some music while I go and get something.
Okay, buddy.
Oh, actually, you can, if you'd like to talk to the viewers, yeah, about anything. Rib, I will keep an eye on the chat. Yeah, you can do that. Or would you rather listen to music? It's your show, Vindicator.
You know, if I was people here, I mean, there are people saying the conversation between Tom and Paul Thorpe is going to be irrelevant because Paul Thorpe's going to walk in there and walk all over Tom 00 News. You don't know Tom very well. Trust me, you don't know Tom very well. He may seem timid and placid, but once he gets into interviewer mode, you're doomed. That's all I'm going to say on that. So don't underestimate him. Don't underestimate Tom. Don't forget Tom originally had a channel of 20,000 subscribers. He's not new to this at all. He's been around for just as long as I have. He was unfortunate during COVID to have his channel taken away from him because of the things he was saying, because he was standing out against the COVID bollocks that people were trying to push. So don't underestimate him. He's not stupid. He's had interviews with a lot more high priority people than Paul Thorpe in the past. So he knows exactly what he's doing. He's a veteran. So don't underestimate him.
I never underestimate anyone. My wife said to me, many, many years ago, she said, the problem with you, Paul, is you're always too nice and too friendly to people. You've got a pleasant smile. And sometimes they think they can take advantage of you, and all of a sudden they are struck down either verbally or physically. Yeah, I never underestimate people or judge them on their looks, their appearance, or their clothes. I've had conversations, deep, serious conversations with people under a subway.
Yeah, Tom's the sort of person, he's a pussycat. If you're nice with him, he'll be nice with you. But the minute you try and insult him, or the minute you try to pull the wool over his eyes, or try to push misinformation onto him, or try to deceive him, he'll turn into a lion instantly, and he'll tear you apart for it. That's what he'll do.
I'd like to see that. I'm not worried about debating anyone, to be honest, Vindicator, and I'm sure you're not. Look, I want to go and get this. I want to get this film clip for you. So if you can talk to the audience about anything you like, you have the bridge.
Thank you, mate. Thank you for that. This guy here, Curry, whatever his name is, right? Carl, whatever his name has been. What I'm saying is, what does it really achieve? The man is a flip-flopper and he's trying to play both sides. I see no point. Well, the thing is, he put out a challenge for anybody to come and debate him. So far, everybody that's tried to debate him, he's tried to back out of it. So the point the conversation even takes place is good. That's a good thing. And nobody, as of yet, has held Paul Thorpe to account for the things that he said or done over the past 5 weeks. That needs to be done, because that in itself will wake people up to what is going on. Yeah, so the conversation is never wrong. You've got to think, the minute conversation stops, bad things happen. We've seen this through history. Conversation's a good thing. Debate's a good thing to have. It might seem pointless to other people, or it won't achieve anything. It may not achieve anything. But the point is, Tom's showing that he's got the guts to go toe-to-toe with a big YouTuber and stand his ground. That's the point. Yeah, anybody can do it. These people are not omnipotent. They're not gods. They're just people with lots of subscribers, a number. All they have is a number on their channel. They're just regular people like me and you. There's nothing godlike about them. They can be wrong too.
Okay, I'm back, V. Take a look at this, my friend. Thanks for holding down the bridge.
No problem.
I think you like this. I think you like this.
Flame and green arrow swift the man who never missed his aim.
After this.
The setting red they held the fighting for. The three who broke the army's back and ended every art.
We're going to play the whole song?
Yeah. I like it. I like looking at you looking old man moves.
I like that voice. Amazing.
Vindicator's flame, and green arrows with the man who never missed his aim. From rising sun to setting red, they held the valley floor.
After this,
the who broke the army's back and ended every war. High atop a craggy ledge, the
Arthur's rocket.
As green arrow let his feathers fly by thickest mist unscreen. No captain of the raiding horde could dodge, you see the sting. Before the blaze could beat the grass, the souls were on the wind.
All right. Is that enough? Are we okay now?
Okay.
Yeah.
I could kind of get behind it. Not fully, but I can understand why you like it.
There's no there are no heroes, guys. We're just doing a small part, and the rest of the public are doing their part. We don't need to gloritize it.
Quiet, Dino.
Next year, wait.
He's drawing me into his gravity sphere. I've had it. Oh, no.
He has a gravitational pull, I think.
Oh, God,
Why is there a 9.2 earthquake here in Chicago? Oh, no, it's Matty walking around again.
Oh, no. It's so good to see someone with a sense of humor, and even to see Dino. You say Dino, I say Dino. You say potato, I say to see Dino. Don't give me that look.
I've also been guilty of that in his defense, but I have corrected myself on that, and I do call him Dino Payne from now on.
You need.
It's
Are
remarkable.
you saying you've been a naughty boy? Do you need correcting, Arthur? Shall I correct you? Did you watch The Shining? Your children need correcting.
I can literally make people say that the English that they're reading is not the English that they're reading. I am Joseph Goebbels 2.0.
Oh, well done. Yeah, 2.0. Nice. Respect. Taught to the best then. I've got a book upstairs on propaganda, actually, read years ago. How to influence people, how to make friends. I haven't made many. That's why I have to talk to my AI companion.
Is it Gemini? Is it Alexa?
It's ChatGPT-4, and it's
dude.
Like Mr. Goodwin.
Yeah, you go, Dino. Come on, game on.
What?
Game on.
I have there's an AI called Sesame. If you really want a natural sounding voice, and she's kind of sounds like Scarlett Johansson.
Right, I've pressed it, add to stage. No.
Okay, guys, I'm hoping that Abs will come in. Yeah. Let's start again. Get Abs in. Go. You're in the wrong thing. Right.
This is what I like about you, GA. It's amazing.
Oh, hang on. I'm sharing that. Oh, no, it's I haven't pressed the there. There, we back. Sorry
there we
about
go.
The indicator. These live shows. These live shows. I'm hoping Abs is going to come in. He was in there.
I'll say this, right? People are calling me here. I'm not a hero. I'm not a hero at all. All I'm trying to do is my job, wake up the country and get the country back. That's all I'm trying to do. Yeah. I think to some extent, I get why Dino Bain is a bit self-conscious about, the songs that are made about us and stuff like that. I'm a bit like it too. It's like, I'm not doing it for this, because it makes you feel like you're doing it for the notoriety and the fame. And it's like, I'm not doing it for this. Doing it to get the country back and to wake people up, because we're in real trouble in this country and we need to take it back. So I do get where he comes from. Yeah, he's being humble. Yeah, he's being humble. Dino Bain's being. I'm humble. I've got my feet firmly rooted on the ground with everything, and it's like the goal is to take back this country. That's the mission. Yeah,
I understand what you're saying there, Vindicator. we've spoke about this before. We've all got different styles. Believe me, I know how serious the situation is. And I'll say something now, and you don't have to believe me, Vindicator. Out of you, Dino Bain, and the Gobster, I am probably the most ruthless of us all. I know exactly how far I'm prepared to go, and I can't say it in public, obviously. I really am ruthless. Good man.
I'm the same. You don't realise how much we have to hold back. I don't think people realise how much we have to hold back from what. I mean, I get accused. I don't know about you. I get accused of not going far enough. It's like if I go that far, my channel's going to be gone. Simple as that, and then we'll lose the message.
All right, agreed, Vindicator. Ribeye and I had to have a long chat about this the other day because I'm well aware. I try and cut down the amount of rum I drink as well now because I really want to go full on with it. I really have to hold myself back. And then, as Ribeye said, if you lose the channel, GA, you know, it's not fair on the audience that we've built up, and you won't be able to get any message out at all if you're taken down. So yeah, I understand, and it's good to know that you feel the same way inside as I do.
Yeah, it's like
I do it. I don't know whether it's.
Go on, mate.
Sorry.
It's your live stream. You do. Go on, mate.
I don't. I do it with a sense of humor because naturally, your ex-forces, you know what our humor is like. It can be very, very, very dark, and it's how we deal with tough situations. The pressure that is there all the time. Your average viewer doesn't know it. I'm not looking for sympathy or anything like that for you or I. We know what the score is. We chose to do it, and we have to pay the price. But people don't need to know how tough it is behind the scenes. We just do it and get the message out. And if we get the message out, we've succeeded and solved the price that we have to pay behind the scenes in our family lives. I mean I'm sure you are. Go on, Vindicator, please.
I mean, a lot of these people think it is easy what we do. It's not easy at all. It's not easy, is it, Jay? They don't understand. I mean, you say don't talk about the stuff behind the scenes, but yeah, it's hard. They don't realise the sacrifices we've had to make to do this and to get the message out. But that's a sacrifice we've been willing to make, and we don't want notoriety for that sacrifice. It's just something that needs to be done. I mean, do you really think those men charging onto the beaches in Normandy wanted notoriety for their sacrifice? Of course they didn't. They were trying to fight to get their country back and to stop evil from spreading all over the world. That's what they were trying to do, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to stop this evil in its tracks, and whatever it takes. That's a sacrifice we've all agreed to make, isn't it?
Price, yeah, and the very need that you need to wear a stab vest, and I might have to start wearing one again. You know,
and not just because of people on the right. Not just because of people on the left, but now because of people on the right, on the centre, that might be crazy enough to think they can do something because of things that certain people have said.
Yeah, they've painted a target on our backs, Vindicator. The good thing about way back in time when I was anonymous and just writing articles, I was anonymous. Nobody knew who the Green Arrow was. And one of the biggest mistakes I made back then was coming out publicly, going to meetings and giving speeches. And of course, then I became a big target for the left and the Muslims.
I'm not talking about the left when I do this because we all know why the left wear masks. The reason superheroes wear masks is it's not to protect themselves. It's to protect the people around them, their family and their friends. That's why they wear a mask. Yeah. It's selfless. It's like they don't care about the fame. They're trying to get the message out there. So the people that are anonymous out there that don't want to show their faces, they're probably not doing it because they're scared. They're doing it because they want to protect their families. In hindsight, would I have shown my face? In hindsight, probably I still would have done it, but would it have been tactically a mistake? Probably, given everything that's happened. I've learned from it. I know I'm not going to be. I've already said this. I said this to Tom this morning. I said I'm not going to be talking about the military side of things anymore because it gives way too much information away. There are people looking for information out there. I'm not going to mention it anymore. I know what I've done. Yeah. I don't care what other people think about me. I know what I've achieved in my life, and that's all that's important. Yeah.
I agree with you, Vindicate. I was thinking this morning after that letter yesterday, and there was another one against you in the comment section. I'll ask Ribai to go through and to remove it. And he made allegations about you that I knew were complete bollocks. And I said, right, if you've got information to that effect, put it up and post it. Show your sources. What makes you say that? But of course, cricket.
I think I know this is right. It's either somebody called Shilly McShillface or Grizzy Gaz.
That's him. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my stalker. He's been stalking me for over a year. This is the guy that's made some interesting threats in the past. I can't go into detail for obvious reasons, but he's made interesting threats in the past. He's made mistakes in his accusations as well, if you've noticed, because he says that, when did 10 British soldiers? That wasn't British soldiers, for starters. It was CPO operatives, not British soldiers. So he makes mistakes in that. He doesn't listen to what I actually say. He just makes things up in his own mind and then runs with it. And this is what he's been guilty of in the past. He was actually a supporter of my channel at one time, but we had a disagreement because he was trying to play PTSD oppression Olympics with him, making out his PTSD was more important than anybody else's, which is rubbish, as you know. PTSD is very, very personal to every single person. No two cases are the same, ever. It's like you can't go around saying my PTSD. I was being honest with people. I was saying, and I think a lot of veterans get this, a lot of ex-military get this. They can't fit back into civilian life. It's hard because you've been doing something all your life. You're told to eat. You're told where to eat, you're told where to shit, you're told where to do anything. It's like being institutionalized. And some people can't make that transition back into civilian life. They can't. It's like being in prison. They can't do it. The only life they know is that. And the point I was trying to make with him was that I found it hard doing factory jobs. I found it hard doing warehouse jobs. That's why I chose security, because it was a loner type job. You worked on your own. You didn't have to interact with too many people, and I could manage my PTSD like that. And he said, I can manage any job. I'm this, I'm that. It's like, he was an idiot.
Yeah, agreed. And what I'm going to do, I'll give Ribai his name, and I'm going to have him blocked on yet. I do. Ribai and I have decided we're not going to allow shit like that through. Talking about PTSD. Abs is here waiting to come into the room. I'll ask you in a second, Abs. Talking about PTSD, I keep trying to do videos on Northern Ireland, and I can't do it. Is that PTSD?
They've got things. It's like people like this Freeman. I work with PTSD. Good for you. It means that you've managed to manage really well. Some people can't though. And all power to you to be able to manage it, but some people can't. Some people, it's so severe within them that they can't. Yeah, Gobster's right. It varies from person to person, and it's not. It's like depression. You can't base depression for every single person because it's different for every single person. They don't get that.
Yeah, I just find it tough to do. I always get to the Maidstone and then I stop. Anyhow, use Abs.
Yeah.
I'm literally just going to grab my cleaning cloth because the glasses are absolutely dirty.
All right. Okay.
Well, that's great to introduce yourself. My glasses are dirty.
Yeah.
I just needed.
Good morning, Abs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning. I just needed a chance to wake up.
Yeah. My son's got autism, and the first thing he does in the morning is clean his glasses. He's always cleaning his glasses because there's a smudge on them. There's a smudge on them. It's like there's nothing wrong with them.
Much better. I can see now.
Okay. So what news have you brought us, Abs? What news have you brought us?
Oh, no, I haven't brought any news at the moment. It's just I was invited in, so it's like, well, I'll just walk on in here and see what's going on more than anything. Oh. But I do understand that the protest in Ireland has been, well, it's turned into something for the Irish government, a bit of an unequivocal disaster, has it not? How they thought, oh, let's bring in a few army trucks, a few army men, let's get the megaphone out and shout, you will be sent to prison for 6 months if you don't disperse. And, well, they didn't do crowd dispersal that day. They did crowd multiplication.
Yeah, all the bikers have come down. All the bikers and have come in on the protest now, aren't they? Everybody.
Sorry, I was watching it live over there, and it's absolutely amazing to watch the Irish government try and play both sides of the fence. They sympathise whilst they've beaten them down with bloody truncheons. Come back down, Abs.
Yeah, I don't understand that kind of logic where it's just like they will come down upon people like the Irish or like us. They will use a heavy-handed approach. They will beat the living daylights out of us. They don't even discriminate on the elderly or anything, because I've seen so much footage from all my time when I was putting out content where people have just been smacked in the gut, pushed to the ground, even in their like 60s and 70s. And it honestly scares me, quite frankly, that
Did you see the one with Go on, mate. Did you see the one with the woman where she was in the car and that angry little, I think he was a commander, he came over and like tried to grab her keys out of a car, was shouting at her because she was tooting the horn.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
That's abhorrent. I haven't seen that.
They haven't learnt their lesson. They don't realise that active militias on the street in Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland, it's in living memory. So it's still pretty prominent. These people know how to form militias. I don't. If they come down really hard on these people, then it's not going to end well, because I can see other things. I can see a re-emergence of the Troubles, but not for the British, but for the Irish government.
Yeah,
I can see that happening.
We had Freedom Dad called in here last night. I've been following Freedom Dad from first day on, and he's associated with the groups that you and I know about, Vindicator. And I went to ask some questions about it because I did have links to years ago, and I wanted to know how they were doing. And there were a few loyalists in the room, and they just said, we just can't tell you, GA, you can't ask that question. But I listened to a conversation with them talking in the car the other day, and what one of them said in the background was really interesting, really interesting. They are prepared. There are floorboards over Ulster being lifted.
I know exactly what you mean by that one. Exactly what you mean by that.
I wish I knew.
Yeah. So their government is going too far, and the Ulster men and
the way we can talk about this, to make him understand, right? In the French resistance during the 1930s, let's just say the resistance kept certain weapons caches under their floorboards. Yeah.
Oh, I know what you mean about that. Yeah.
But just think about that, and then think about lifting the floorboards in Ireland, and then you'll get it.
Yeah. And south down in the Republic, the ROI. I mean, the biggest enemy now for people like Freedom Dad and patriots who want their country back in the Republic of Ireland are, of course, the IRA, because they are totally opposed to it, because they are global Marxists. So they are the biggest threat to people like Freedom Dad, who is trying to unite the patriots of the Republic of Ireland and Ulster to fight against their common enemy. I mean, there was even scenes of, where was it? In Dublin, of an Ulster no surrender flag being flown and blazing in Dublin, and also the Union Jack, which is, they know that we've all got to come together on this one, guys. And
100%.
As Freedom Dad says, he knows. Yeah.
France,
it'll be bloody terrible.
Yeah. France has answered the call. They're starting their blockades. There's been blockades announced in this country already. So it doesn't matter what the United Kingdom March does. People are uniting on their own. They don't need that movement anymore. It's irrelevant. It's pointless now, in my opinion.
Oh, the people are waking up, that's for sure. And about time as well.
Yeah,
well,
we're all part of the 5% trying to wake up the 90%, the way I look at it.
Yeah. The 90%. Well, I do it for my great-granddaughter. Out of curiosity, you're a bachelor, obviously. As you've said, you're a confirmed bachelor and gamer. What about you, Vindicator? How do your family handle what you do? Like, my wife was quite upset over that letter, but she's been through it before. She's been through it before.
My partner, she's totally behind me. She says it needs to be done because I'm doing this for my daughter. I've got a 12-year-old daughter, and it's her future that's at stake here. If I don't fight this battle, she's going to have to fight it, and maybe even her children are going to have to fight this battle at some point. So I want to spare them that. I've got a 21-year-old son as well. So yeah,
I do it for my great-granddaughter because I don't want to grow up in the future. I can imagine it to be, if we lose this fight, this is it. This is our last chance. I really believe this is our last chance. Yeah.
Yeah, the last chance saloon, and it's 5 minutes to closing time, I believe was a term used at one point. I'm pretty much the polar opposite of Vindicator here, because when I first started doing my things, at first, for like the first few videos, and I mean literally like the first like 3 videos I did on my old channel, my family didn't know about my politics. But then when I started talking about Tommy Robinson, they found out that I was doing a YouTube channel, and they were basically disapproving of me doing content. And they are basically purely, well, my mum's purely apathetic. She wants nothing to do with it. And my sister, I'm pretty safe in saying she is a bit of a lefty, quite frankly. But
I'll be honest with you, right? I'm the black sheep of the family. My family have basically disowned me because of my political stance, because they're all lefties. They're all lefties. They all had the COVID vaccine and all that kind of stuff, wore it wearing masks. I didn't. So yeah. I've not spoken to my family in about 15 years. So
bad news. Sorry to interrupt, Vindicator. Gobster, I've put a link in. If you'd like to join in and give your thoughts on this, please. I'll put it in again for you. Coming up, Gobster, we got the Peaky Blinder here, guys, hopefully.
Yep. I mean, if my mum had to pick a side, I'm fairly certain she would probably be more on our side than she would on the left side, because she also thinks that immigration is a very, very serious issue. And she also, like me, voted for Brexit back in 2016 or whatever it was when the election was held, and 17.4 million people decided they want their country back. So I have no doubt that she would probably be more on our side. It's just that she's grown so apathetic that basically she doesn't want any part of it. And I do my best to make sure that that my family doesn't get involved in my politics. I try to leave them out of it for the simple fact that they don't want this fight, or they don't need to know, quite frankly.
I'm quite lucky in that all my brothers support me. You really don't want to hear the songs we sing when we get drunk on a Saturday night. You really don't. Let's not talk about it. I think Gobster's in work, apparently, according to Vindicator. I'm not sure. But I've put an invite up just in case he can get in for a minute. It'd be great to see the Peaky Blinder. It really would. But I feel sorry for you guys who've got family who are not on board with what we do. I was lucky. I had the support of my family, brothers. Yeah, even when I was being attacked way back in time in my village, and I mean physically attacked and abused every time I went through the door, I always had my brothers at my back. And you didn't want to mess around with the Morris brothers back then, because they were 5 then. We took them on a few times.
Yeah.
Do you want to listen to a comment I've just received on my morning walk video about the UTK march?
Yes, please.
Oh, Unite the Cringedom.
Yeah, wait for this one. Right. So this is from somebody called the Tell Us Everything, whatever that is. I've got no idea. Some weird name. Well, you're an idiot. This is obviously that's a really great start to a comment. If you really want me to listen to you, yeah, just call me an idiot straight away. That's really going to want me to, interact and listen to you. Let's establish that first. The English are very soft. They're not ready to demonstrate yet. We've had demonstrations up and down the country. We've had people outside illegal immigrant hotels all through the winter, but they're not ready to protest yet. Okay, all right, fair enough. So May 16th is a stepping stone where people can safely experience a feeling of unity and power. Whatever.
Unity and power.
Yeah, it will do absolutely nothing on its own, as you say. So you're agreeing with me, you moron. But a lot of people will then feel more likely to attend meaningful demonstration. Restore will not win the election. How does he know? The Greens and Labour will win easily. Mass protest is required. Yeah, but if they're going to win, what's the point in mass protest? It doesn't even make any sense that. Mass protest is required. If Restore were to win, nothing could happen without mass violence, as the left and Islam would fight every policy. Either way, huge protest is required, and May the 6th is important for getting more people on board. It's easy to just say, what's the point? I won't bother. I'll just vote Restore pointless. What a nothing burger comment that says absolutely nothing.
And I think if I heard you correctly with that little bit, the only way we can do this, that, and the other is violence. Is he advocating for violence at this point then, effectively? Because that does kind of sound like what he's doing.
Well, it's contradicting the first part of his comment where he's saying they can attend in a peaceful, meaningful way. And then the second part, oh no, we can get this country back is going to be violence. It's like, okay, you just contradict yourself completely. Crazy. Crazy people.
It doesn't make any sense. Do these people even proofread what they put in? Do they even think about what they put in? Or do they have some gerbil at the keyboard ready just to scurry along the keyboard and write anything they think is relevant?
I'll tell you what it'll be, right? It'll be some Mong, banging his knuckles on the keyboard because he's angry about what I've said in my morning walk video. That's what it'll be. Yeah.
I can already imagine it. That's the thing. I have a colourful imagination, and I'm unfortunately one of my biggest weaknesses is I'm easily amused more than anything.
Yeah. I just responded to it. I just responded to it with, "You're an idiot for believing it will make a difference."
Yeah. Abs, you made me smile again. You always make me smile. Why? That's why it's always a pleasure to see you. You've got a sense of humour. You're easily amused. So am I. I mean, someone will say something in the comments and I'm in stitches because I'm so easily amused. And so I guess I'm lucky. It makes these tough times easier. Speaking about civil unrest, yeah, it's not enough for Restore Britain to win 20, 30, 40, 50 MPs. We've got to take 600, a definite mandate from the British people to do the things that need to be done.
I think 600 is a bit of a stretch. I don't think they're going to win 600 the first election. I'll be devil's advocate here on this one. But I think if they win at least half those seats, then they're on the right track. But I don't think they're going to win 600 in the first election. I could be wrong on this. Because we've obviously seen how much they've grown over these last 6-7 weeks, where they're now on 127,000 last time we all checked. So the way I look at it is it's possible, but it's going to require a lot nonetheless.
Even if we get, even if they don't win and get into government, even if we have a Restore opposition, that's what we need against this Green coalition.
Okay, guy. Yeah, vindicate that. Terminate that guy with extreme prejudice.
Revive. In the chat again.
Yeah.
Yeah, take out the trash, please.
Yeah, take out the trash. Yeah. Oh, he's already done it. What? You're on the ball for once, Rebay. I'm impressed. Yeah. I take your pot.
Maybe like me, he's had his morning coffee.
I need coffee. You love. Go on, vindicate. Sorry.
What was his name, GA? So I can make a note of it in the future in case he pops up on my
Crucifixion-H2B.
And what exactly did he say?
He said,
It's
and I
all our
quote,
fault.
"Do you ever blame yourselves for not doing more, as you are part of the generation that ruined it all, you jealous bastards?" End quote.
Lefty.
Yeah.
Lefty.
Yeah. I got to be honest. I've just said this so many times. I've had people come up and apologize to me for the physical and verbal attacks they launched on me years ago. I walked into the local chemist shop the other day, and a young girl, a young woman now, a woman, and she said, Paul, she says, my husband said that he was talking about the Troubles, and he told me, she said, that you were saying all of this would happen, she said, 20 years ago. And her husband had told her that. He was a young boy at the time when I was out campaigning. But now when people start coming up and saying things like that, you know that we are winning. In a way, that commenter was right. We couldn't wake up enough people of my generation, Enoch Powell's generation. We couldn't reach enough ordinary people to show them that we were speaking the truth, which is why we were lost, why we lost, and why we were defeated. Vindicator, you've got the bridge. I've got to make coffee, but I can hear you.
Apparently,
keep an eye on ribeye.
Apparently, me and apparently you, Abs, we are Sivnat flip flops. Yeah. Okay. You do realise my journey over to the right wing of politics has been a 16-year journey. It's not just been an instant thing. I was a classical liberal, and because of everything that was happening, I slowly shifted towards the right, like most people do in these matters. It's been a gradual process over 16 years. I don't think anybody's the same person they were 16 years ago, are they?
No, I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
But I can still remember in my young... Oh, sorry. I can still remember it. I can still remember in my younger nipper days where I gullibly believed everything the BBC and the mainstream media told me. And it was just like, well, clearly these people must be racist and what have you. But it's kind of like you start to find the red pill, as it were, when you start stumbling onto certain things. Like, I think for me, it was when I saw a video, I can't remember, was it the Bag Boys video that I saw? But basically they exposed the BBC for basically lying about one of the conflicts, I believe, in Syria, how they had manipulated the voice that was used to say, I believe it was, there's mass confusion and chaos. It must be some kind of napalm. And all they did was change the last bit to say it must be some kind of chemical weapon. And then starting to hear some of the stuff that some people at protests were saying about how they weren't covering certain what would be considered important issues, and they're not there. And it kind of was like, well, hang on a minute. Weren't the BBC supposed to be like this trusted government narrative and what have you? And then obviously from there, it's kind of like a downward spiral. It's like, well, I say downward spiral, but you know what I mean. And eventually 2018 comes along and I'm like, well, I think it's time I did my bit.
Do you know why people call me a flip-flop? Why they call me a flip-flop? It's because before Restore Britain launched, I didn't see any hope politically in this country. I thought we're doomed. I didn't like Advanced. I thought they were way too soft on things. UKIP hadn't got a chance of doing anything. Reform was just the uni party. That's all they were. And so I was saying, you know, we need, I was like promoting the national strike. I was saying, we need to have a national strike. We need to bring this government down and force them out of office. And people weren't getting behind that. They said, well, we're going to lose our jobs. We don't want to lose our jobs. But these were the same people that were advocating for a civil war. They didn't want to lose their jobs, but they want to lose their lives. So that just didn't make any sense to me. Anyway, Restore Britain launched, and then I got behind them. And that's why I'm being accused of being a flip-flop. Because before I said there was no political solution, but once a political solution is offered and it looks viable, oh, now you're flip-flopping. No, I'm changing my worldview based on new information. That's what's happening.
Agreed. I had a similar attack. I have similar attacks launched on me because I am what I'll use the term ethno-nat, right? I prefer British nationalist, right? White, and that's it, ethno-nat. And because when Advance UK came out and Rupert Lowe, and I thought there was a chance of unification, and Ben Habib said that he could never consider himself to be an Englishman. I thought, well, okay, he recognizes he can never be an Englishman, so I can get behind him on that, even though I was never happy about someone, if you like, of not truly British leading the party. I thought, well, at least he's going in the direction I want to go in. So I'll get behind Advance UK. I was never comfortable with it at all. I never felt part of the party, but I've been accused of being a civnat because I originally would have supported Ben Habib.
What's the things we do, though, Jay? What's the thing we normally do in this country? What have we traditionally had to do? We've had to vote for the lesser of evils, even though we don't particularly probably like the politics, just so we don't get something like Reform in power that aren't going to do anything. Advance was the next viable option, even though you probably wouldn't really want to vote for them if there's another option, which is what happened. We still came along, didn't it?
Agreed. I'd like to describe myself. I'll use the term ethno-nat. I'm an ethno-nat, but I'm also very pragmatic, and we have to be pragmatic about it. I would like to see 95% white. I really would. 100% white is never going to happen, but I can live with 95%. I could live with 90%. I'm pragmatic about it, and we have to be pragmatic, I think.
I've seen, I mean, when you've got your own cities and towns becoming, where their own nationalities are becoming minorities in their own towns and cities, you've got a problem. You've got a real big problem in your country. That should never happen. Have you seen the old? I mean, you'll probably know. We all know what the 70s and the 80s looked like, when you could walk around London and you wouldn't see a minority.
It was beautiful.
It
was beautiful. As a child in London, my father would take me there at a young age, and I worked there back in '76. It was a different place. I loved a Sunday in London. When I was working there in 1976, when I went and joined the National Front, Hyde Park, Speaker's Corner, it was beautiful. Hyde Park on a Sunday morning, down around the Round Pond, Albert Memorial. Now, it's different. It's shit. Ah, well, what can you do? We can take it back. We can have lots of houses for our veterans, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the thing is, you look at all these old video and all this old footage, from like VE Day in London, where they had all the street parties. Everybody's out in the street. There's Union Jacks everywhere. There's the St George's Cross, and you realise how much we've actually lost. It's just sad, isn't it?
It's terrifying.
But I vindicate.
I'll bring up a point about reform, or as I prefer to call them, the reformians, more money than sense and what have you. But I think to provide some brief advocacy for them, basically, I think back in 2024, when things looked like there was no hope, and we were told, well, we got to get behind reform because surely anything's better than the Tories. And then look what we got in power, the bloody Labour government, who had been as effective as a chocolate fireguard. But I voted reform in the 24 election because it was like, well, they've got to be a lot better than Labour, right? But after all those comments and what have you, and then calling us that lot and just absolutely stabbing us in the back, it's kind of like, well, you stabbed us in the back, so how can we trust you? And so anytime those reformians come out and start saying, oh, we need to vote reform, otherwise we're going to split the votes, you're gonna have another Labour government for 20 years. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? You want me to vote? You want me to vote for the people who have literally just gone out their way, stabbed us all in the back, slandered our name, and you want to? Oh, sorry, I just saw that. I saw that comment, and I was like, what? Oh, God.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Splitting the vote. I laugh at that one as well. We
It's
are
like-
splitting the vote. Yeah.
They're taking the piss. What it is they're huffing some industrial grade copium, and they're thinking, well, if you don't get behind them, then you must want to destroy the country. No, we don't. We see what the Reformians are. They're a bunch of lying, backstabbing, cowardly sacks of shit, especially when you factor in that GB News is effectively a propaganda station for the Reformians, and we already see some of these people like June Slater, who literally cannot speak a single word negatively about Nigel Al-Faraji. Like, you could literally put on the most evidence against Nigel Farage that literally proves beyond and to the inclusion of every reasonable doubt that that man is a lying sack of crap. And she will still come out and I'll finish in a second, but she'll still come out and basically say this sack of shit smells like $1 million perfume.
Have you seen their list of candidates for local elections? They should rename themselves as Refugee UK. That's what they should rename themselves as.
I can use that.
I have seen quite a few candidates. I have actually seen Connor Tomlinson's video of all the different candidates they have, mostly from Middle Eastern countries, though I think I saw like the odd Greek in there as well, who's probably a nice person. But the trouble is, it comes back to that argument of why the hell are we putting foreign nationals in positions of power? Oh, we won't have them in the capacity of they can vote, but we'll happily put them in seats of fucking power where you lot can screw the country over by putting your vote in for them. Like, no. Just
have you seen it? Have you seen that some of them have only actually been in the country for about 10 years? They've not even been here all their life. They're not even like second generation migrants. They're literally just been here 10 years. That's it. And now they're being able to stand for office.
Absolute insanity.
I was over on the rules that they have to come to this country, and they can buy a 10-year right to reside. Yeah, it's called the right to reside, isn't it? And they can actually buy the right to reside. And of course, once they've been here for 5 years, they can then claim citizenship automatically. So yeah, these people here on the right to reside who've been here for, as you say, many, many years, they have to go as well. It's going to have to be, what's the word, retrospective legislation. They've done it before.
We've not even deported half the people that have failed the immigration process. They've just been allowed to stay. They failed it, but they've just been kept here. But why? Why haven't they just been deported?
Well, because it's part of the plan, isn't it? Part of the plan. And people got to accept that this isn't happening by accident. It's just political will.
It's by design.
Of course. Now, can you imagine, let's say that Abs was our dictator, right? Okay. Right. And he's got control of the police and the military and everything. Everyone must obey him. Do you think those boats would ever land on our shores? Of course they wouldn't. And
the first thing I'd do would be I'd put Freddo prices up to £1. That's some truly reprehensible evil right there.
He'd stop the boats land, and even bigger is the legal migrants that we're allowing in. The people coming across in the boats, they are nothing in the great scheme of things. They're a fraction of those coming in illegally. And so Abs would stop them. But and politically, then you'd have someone completely bloody ruthless. Yeah. If a boat comes, well, what do you do? When my father was landing on Normandy Beach, yeah, and they didn't want him to land, they didn't welcome him ashore and say, right, come and live in this camp while you plot your takeover of Europe. They shot at him. Absolutely, Abs. And that's how you deal with someone invading your shores. You shoot at them. Can you imagine King Alfred there? Come on, Vikings. Come on in. You're welcome. No way.
Yeah.
I've
try to whack them down.
I've said this all along, right? Let's put a fucking big battleship in the English Channel and point our guns at them and say, come on if you think you're hard enough.
Yeah.
And then just blow them out of the water. Just blow them out of the water.
Absolutely.
Simple as that.
Absolutely.
Send a message.
And I thought my thing was extreme because my personal approach to it would be have boats along the shore, couple snipers on top, have someone with a megaphone or put them on like loudspeaker or whatever the equivalent is of a battleship or whatever, and give them one warning and one warning only. Turn back the boats or you will be sunk. And then just put a sniper round in the bloody thing.
You know what? Australia did it.
Second.
Australia did it. They started turning the boats round, and once they started doing that, none of them came anymore. They stopped.
Exactly. And to
Nigel's
credit,
to Abs, right. During my time in the forces, I was in a British square, a riot square. It's about 100 people. Yeah, there's 100 armed people. I was in the middle as the radio operator next to the officer. We carried a big banner. It must have been 10, 15 yards wide. And when we were being serious, they would unfurl the banner across the front row facing the crowd. And on that banner, it said, disperse or we fire. Yeah. And when that banner was unfurled, people know we meant business. That's all you've got to do with the boats is just turn around or we open fire. The other thing is, all these boats coming across, they talk about raising the money for Tomo and that, yeah?
Well, they now have a boat now.
Yeah. Well, you only need one Stanley knife to walk up to a rubber craft on the beach. One Stanley knife, and that's it. You just walk along the side of it with a Stanley knife, and that vessel is finished, you know? Of course, it needs some brave men to go over and do that, try and stop 70.
I want to know, right? Can you two answer this question, right? What is Danny Tomo's intention with this dinghy? Because I don't even know. Has he actually stated what his intention is to do with this boat yet?
I can only assume he thinks that he's going to be one of those brave people that goes out there on that boat and then starts intercepting these people and, I don't know, turning them back or...
And then gets arrested and gets his boat confiscated, yeah?
I don't know. I can't say 100% in good faith that that's what he wants to do, but that would be my assumption, and I shouldn't assume because, as my friend Mike says, and Arrow's heard this one before, but you shouldn't assume because they're the mother of all fuck-ups.
Yeah, absolutely. A boat, as you said, Vindicator, the moment he tried, if he were brave enough to try it, to intercept one of those dinghies in the channel, he'd have his vessel confiscated and he'd be arrested by our so-called border forces.
100.
And there's a disappointment. The RNLI, they've had to move ships down to the channel to assist in ferrying so-called refugees across the channel. I'll never give another penny to the RNLI.
They're not
refugees. I'm a sailor.
And people have drowned. People have actually drowned because of it. There's been cases where they've moved the boats down. People have drowned. Actual businesses where people have drowned because of it.
But of course, the mainstream media won't tell you this. You know the drill, folks. Say it with me.
Do indeed.
It doesn't suit the narrative.
No. Yeah. And I say that as not just a Royal Navy sailor. I used to sail a catamaran, Obicat 16. Probably couldn't do it now. I don't think I'm fit enough. But, so I always supported the RNLI because I'd sail that catamaran offshore. And but never again. I'd rather take my chance surviving than give them a penny. Yeah.
It's sad. I remember when I used to go into shops and they used to have that little donation box where you used to put a penny in and the boat used to come flying out of the little hut at the top into the sea.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
I wish I knew about
that. If you did, you'd be my age or Vindicator's age, and you're still a young man. You're the next generation of content creator.
I enjoyed my life. Oh, that's
Here we go. Silly McShuttle face. This is him. Just put him on screen because I want to cover this. I want to cover it and expose this idiot for what he is, right?
Yeah.
It's a limit
what do I
short face.
do?
I'll address him. Just click on the comment. Yeah, just click on the comment. I want to address him. Right.
Okay.
Don't delete it because I want to address him because this is the guy that's been stalking me. Right.
Oh, I see him. Yeah.
Yeah. Vindicator said in a vid he was only survivor in an IED attack that killed. You see, you even get it wrong now. Yeah. Feelers. Later he said he's now 10 best friends killed in IED attack. Why don't you ask the Lion Walter some questions? Well, the thing is, right, what I do is because I've got an NDA, I have to use the information sparingly. So I have to change it slightly. Yeah.
Does he not understand how law works?
I don't think so. I've tried to explain this in videos that I have to be very vague about the things that I say.
Like, why should you? And the word that you know what a Walter is, so do I, Vindicator. Walter motif, right? That's very interesting because that is the same terminology that was used in that email I received, where I was accused of being a Walter, and yet I was Royal Navy.
Yeah, this could be the same person. This could be him. This could be him.
Is he really that maligned and malicious that he literally needs to come after people that basically are going out of their way to try and save the country? Like, it astonishes me.
Abs.
And another thing go on.
Sorry, Abs. I could go upstairs now. I could get my Northern Ireland medal. I could get my veterans. I don't know if I've got it down yet. I haven't got my veterans medal down yet and certificate. I could get my naval discharge papers showing everywhere I was, and they would still, and put it in screen, and they would still deny. They've said that I wasn't even on board HMS Maidstone now, and yet everyone knows I was.
I just want to say this to him, right? Does he think he's clever scaring my family by saying he's going to come onto my doorstep? Do you think he's clever doing that? Because I pity any person that tries that. I really do.
Threatening to go after family is just one of the lowest things you can do.
Yeah, he's disturbed. This person is disturbed. He's disturbed. He claims he's got PTSD. Okay, so why are you using anonymous accounts? Why don't you just come and show your proper face instead of hiding behind anonymous accounts all the time, doing this?
Absolutely, because they're cowards. Actually, they're also, there are two kinds, aren't there? There's deranged people like that one, and then there are the Marxists, the communists, and they're ideologically motivated, and they believe that any action, violence and lies justifies the ends. Yeah, so they'll use any dirty tactic to justify the ends. So yeah, they think it's a legal tactic. He thinks that if he is a communist and he's using that kind of language against you, that is because he wants to stop you and frighten you away from spreading the truth.
Yeah,
and to him, that would be a win.
He's just put out under the comment. Just highlight that comment because I want to address this one as well. All right. No incident happened in Iraq where 10 security got killed. Nobody threatened you. Nobody asked you for your R number. You're waffling because you've been caught out. No, not at all. Not at all. How do you know where and when I was in Iraq? How do you know what circumstances were? Were you there with me? I don't think you were you? So you're just pulling this out of your arse. Yeah.
Do you know what I think? I think there's an apartment he owns right now. And I can already see you checking into one of his rooms and just sitting on the bed, relaxing. Because that's what you're doing right now. Living in his head, rent-free.
Yeah. He's angry. He's angry because he tried to play PTSD Olympics with me, Oppression Olympics, because he tried to claim that his PTSD was more severe than mine. And so, therefore, I should just shut up and put up and get a job. That's what his opinion was. He has no clue. And I would say that he's a Walter Mitty because he doesn't understand how PTSD works. If he did, he wouldn't be saying these things. And if he was a veteran, he wouldn't be saying these things either. He really wouldn't.
Well, I ended that video yesterday about that guy who sent that email. I've got his email address. I could report him even now, but I was open to give him a chance to perhaps change his views. But what do you do with them? I really don't know. Do they take pride? Are they proud that they frightened a woman? Are they? Well, no, my wife's a tough cookie. But she is concerned, obviously. Does that make them proud to try and scare someone? I've never wanted to be cruel or scare anyone in my life.
I feel sorry for people like that, to be honest. Like, it's like you have got, I don't know his age, but I'm not going to assume he's like a 12-year-old or what have you. But I will say he's got his life ahead of him, and this is how he chooses to waste his life. This is how he chooses to spend his day, trying to put down others because of his insecurities or his failures or his lack of accomplishments or what have you. It's kind of like, why are you going out of your way to do this unless you have got some very big insecurities yourself?
Okay, I've got some. Yeah, Shilly, if it's okay with you, Vindicator, I'll put a link up and Shilly McShillface can come in and speak.
Come on in. Come on in, mate.
Yeah, come on in.
You come on in.
Let's see if he's got the guts to.
Here you go, Shilly McFace. Now, there's the link. Come on in. Yeah. Shilly, are you coming in?
Do you know what I think? He's just going to keep putting text posts because at least then they basically, he's not going to come in, I suspect, because his face is going to be plastered all over. Or maybe he doesn't use a camera. I don't know. But I suspect he'll leave his camera off even if he does come in, just because basically they don't want to face the scrutiny. Well, that, and it will give the police a good opportunity to see exactly who he is, and he'll probably have the boys sent round just like that.
Okay, then, Vindicator, if it's okay with you now, I'd like Rebite to block him from this channel.
Yeah, it's your choice, mate.
That is an absolute wastrel. And grifting on YouTube. Are you for real?
That's what this is. You know what I think it is? I think it used to be my ex-mod Steve. I think it's my ex-mod Steve because he got kicked off because he wasn't who he said he was.
Yeah, because I'll read this comment. Vindicator is a total Walter Mitty. He's been caught at... Never mind, it's gone.
I can still read it. I can still read it. Vindicator is a total Walter Mitty. He's been caught out several times on his vids, and all he can do is what? Black. Stolen valor. Walter's claiming PTSD while grifting on YouTube. Lowest of the low. How does he know what I have and what I haven't got? Is he my doctor?
You've already done a video as well, this debunking the fact that you're grifting. I mean, what's next? Is he going to come over? Well, he can't really come over to my channel live streams because I host them like very, very rarely, like maybe once in a month, maybe once in 2 months. But if he starts posting that shit on my channel, he's just going to be gone. I'm not even going to entertain the guy anymore because he's clearly someone who has very big insecurity issues, who's trying to put someone like you down because he hasn't got anything better to do with his life.
He had an opportunity to come into the live stream and face when he refused to do it.
Yeah. And when you get a chance, Vindicator, add it as a segment in one of your walks that he was offered the chance to speak to you. Yeah. And he declined. He didn't have the courage to show his face or even to come up to the mic and make his case. Well done.
Yeah, he didn't even have to show his face. He could have just put his points across, but he won't because he knows full well that Vindicator, much like Dino Bane, is just going to absolutely dissect him.
Yes, absolutely.
It's what it is, right? It's a fishing exercise. It's not to make these accusations. It's to draw me out and try to defend myself. So I have to show things that these people can use against me, and they can find out where I live and what I'm doing. As if I'm going to give that out to a faceless person on the internet that won't show their face, that's completely anonymous. Why would I even do that?
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying there, V, because I have been doxxed. I have had them outside my house threatening to burn me alive. I've had my mother's address published. Ribeye knows that everything I say here is true. My brother even came online last night. He doesn't really watch what I do. He served in a missile regiment in Germany. all my brothers have served in the armed forces, paras, infantry, navy. Oh no, one went to the merchant navy. And he came on, my brother, and he said he had to come on because he heard I was being attacked. And he just said everything I have said is true. Vindicator, protect your identity. It's no fun when they come for you. I'm a little bit different because I'm pretty well known. My face is well known at any rate from the earlier Green Arrow days. So I don't have any problems now. I'll put up videos from me in the club. I put up videos of where I live. Anybody can find me within minutes. The village I live in is really small. It doesn't concern me if they come for me. So long as they don't come for my family, I'm not bothered. Come for me physically, any level. Kill me, and it's a win for the cause. I'll be a martyr. I'm 77. What do I care, you know? And I also want a bit of payback against what they put me through 20 years ago. I want one of them to come. I really do, so I can justify defense. So that's why I'm out there. It's silly, I know.
You know, I can't wait for. You know, what I can't wait for is when Rupert Lowe gets into government and he brings in this castle doctrine, where your home is your castle, and anybody entering your property illegally, either trying to burgle it or for whatever reason, then that's on them. No charges will be brought against the people, against yourselves from defending yourself. I think that's a great idea. It's a deterrent as well.
I couldn't agree more, because right now we're at risk if we try to defend ourselves. If we try to defend ourselves on our own home or even in the streets, we could face arrest just for exercising what should be our legal right to self-defense. And it disgusts me that there are so many cases where you will see the Islamists or the lefty rabid raving dogs that will go out of their way to attack you, and yet nothing will get done to them. Yet, if you try to get them away from you to defend yourself, the police could be like, right, you're under arrest. Like, it's truly disgusting. And the police wonder why they're not trusted. It's because of shit like this, where you've got people that are just trying to avoid confrontation, having it forced upon them. They're forced to defend themselves. And then the police decide, oh, well, you're defending yourself, so you're getting arrested. It's like, are you mad? Like, they could end up literally having the police turn on them on a whim. And I'm not advocating for that in any way, shape, or form. But if anything happens to the police, quite frankly, they've only got themselves to blame.
No, absolutely. I'm just checking up the British farmers have come out in support of the Irish. We really must. Sorry, Abs, you were making valid points, but it's good news that the British farmers are coming out in support of the Irish farmers. I've always said if you go on, Vindicator.
I'll be honest with you, GA. Right, what needs to happen is I've never understood this. Why the Patriots and the farmers haven't joined forces sooner? Because that's a marriage made in heaven. They both want the same things. They both want this government out of power. They need to join forces, and they're going to need each other if they're going to take similar action to what we're seeing in Ireland. Definitely.
Down with Keir the traitor Starmer.
What's that guy? He used to do Fast Drive or something about cars. I never watched him. He's a farmer now. My wife loves him. Yeah. Wouldn't it be great if he came over to restore Britain? Wow.
Oh, absolutely. If he came over to restore Britain, who's not going to get behind what I would consider one of the biggest UK celebrities this country has? I mean, I haven't watched a shed load of Top Gear, I have to confess, but he just has this, I don't want to use the word, but he has this aura about him. Like, you can get behind this man.
Yeah, down to earth.
Yeah. Make Jeremy Clarkson Ministry of Farming. That would be
absolutely.
Can't say further than that. He could actually get right behind Rupert Lowe because of the fact that he may have been ignorant in the past about running a farm, but then he decided, you know what, I'm gonna take the challenge and try to do my own farm, and look how he's gone.
Perhaps we should organize a pilgrimage down to his farm, or he's got that pub, isn't he, where he's banned Starmer. We should all go down to his pub and drag him out and say, look, join Restore Britain, Jeremy. We need you. Stop fucking around behind that bar pulling pints. Get out here and join us. He'd probably come out and do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I still remember actually the little AI video that was made where it showed Jeremy Clarkson literally taking out the trash. It was like, I know some people will sit there and be like, well, it's advocating for violence. It's bloody AI. Like, AI isn't exactly going to be right all the time. I'm not sitting here saying that it's right, but I'm saying that they're basically making a mountain out of a molehill. None of us are going to sit here and advocate for that kind of thing, quite frankly. But
sorry, I was. Sometimes I just like to point out to someone who's put a comment up that I think it's worth reading. So when I go like that, I'm just acknowledging that they posted a comment that I thought was good.
Now I'm starting to get you. I don't know why. It's very easy to interrupt me, I guess.
No. I don't think it's that easy to get around you, to be honest, Dad.
Here we go.
But let me give you the code, right? See that? That's time out. So when you do that to me, if you do that to me when I'm speaking, I'll know that you have something important to say. I don't expect to see it very often, but it's there if you need it.
Yeah,
that went over there, did
that's
that went right over the top.
Over the top or through the gravitational sphere.
I know. You're gonna do you ever think seriously now that becoming slim and ribbed like me and Vindicator? Are you going to join Vindicator tramping around the mountains?
Walking around. If I start walking around all the time, everyone's going to be trembling under their desks because of the earthquakes. I swear to God.
Well, let me tell you about this, right? Some, I think he's in the chat actually. Some cheeky sod the other day. Actually, yeah, it's Ben. Hi, Ben. Hi, Ben Lush. He said, when's the baby due? Because I've got a bit of a tie around my waist as well. So thanks for that, Ben. Yeah, thank you for that. It's actually June May.
Ben, how dare you?
Wait, this is a question for you, Abs. Have you seen Bad Wolf's latest release about man boobs?
Can I just say this? Right?
What?
Because I had a comment about this, right? Because they were commenting about the way we were having banter. You know, when we're in the chat the other day, we're all having banter with each other, yeah? Somebody said, why are you all taking the piss out of each other? You're all degrading each other. Why are you doing that? I think it was an American, and they just don't get a British sense of humour. British sense of humour is degrading each other, is banter, degrading each other. So you can degrade each other the bestest. And it's not meant to be malicious or anything like that. It's harmless.
It's affection.
Banter. Yeah,
it's affection. If I had negative feelings towards Abs, I wouldn't say what I say to him. I say it because you've been in the forces, Vindicator. It's the best friends rip each other to bits. People don't understand. You're an honorary soldier now, Abs. Oh, be Navy if you like.
Yeah, and the practical jokes. If you can't stand to getting a good ribbon, then you've got no place. Yeah, you're going to get. It's going to be a very, very lonely place in the armed forces if you can't take a joke.
Well, like I said, there are very, very, very few things that actually really offend me, and if something does offend me, I'll try to pull you up on it in private rather than air it out on stream. I'll be like, hey, I need to talk to you about this, and I will let you know what I basically have a problem with, quite frankly. Because at the end of the day, we're all supposed to be in this together to try and save the country, as it were. And I know somebody in one of my latest videos was laughing at saving the country. What the fuck? It's like, well, what's your solution then?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So I understand, like, if I'm on this channel, I expect to be not so much ripped to pieces, but have that banter, as it were. And it's one of the few times I've actually had that luxury more than anything, because I think the last time somebody tried banter with me, I think somebody referred to me as an STD and said, yeah, because you're an irritating see you next Tuesday. And I was like, you absolute prick. Like,
I'll give an example. I'll give an example. Some in my live stream the other day, they brought up the fact that I look like a coconut with a grape on top. But, you know, I just took it in. I just took it as a, you know, sense of humor. I'm a coconut with a grape on top. That's what I look like.
I think if it was something like that with me, it would probably be like, it's fair enough, And
okay, well, for you, Abs, I told you about that video I made. I pretended I put my wife's bra down my shirt, and I was there talking and speaking, and I went, oh, hang on, boys, I got to get it off. It's too tight. And I pulled my wife's bra out, you know. Well, they went crazy. Anyhow, have a look at this. I don't think you look like a grape. You look quite smart there, Vindicator. Hold on. Hang on.
I never thought I missed the way. Life's lighter now, but my heart feels heavy. Check it. I'm looking in the mirror, staring at this chest. Used to be a pillow, used to be the best. I traded in the curves for a flat, cold line. Now there's nothing bouncing when I'm feeling fine. I bought the gym membership, I did the faster cardio, but I didn't know I was saying goodbye to my favorite scenario. When the wind blows cold, I feel the breeze. Used to have a built-in heater, living life with ease. Now my shirts just hang, no tension on the threads. I'm haunted by the ghost of the volume in my bed. Oh, I got that nostalgia washing over me, missing those circles of pure identity. They were soft, they were mine, they were sculptural art. Now I'm just a skinny man with a hole in his heart. Yeah, I'm ripped, yeah, I'm lean, but at what cost? Oh, thinking about the bounce that I permanently lost. I remember the way they settle when I lay on my back. A natural cushion, I never felt a lag. People told me get fit, told me lose the weight, but they didn't see the beauty in that heavy state. Now I'm bitching 220 just to fill the space, but muscles got no soul, it's got no grace. So where did the jiggle go? I missed the sway. I'm aerodynamically lonely, I'm hydrodynamically sad. I'm the fittest version of myself, and it's the worst I've ever had. Nostalgia washing over me, missing those circles of pure identity. They were soft, they were mine, they were sculptural art. Now I'm just a skinny man with a hole in his heart. Yeah, I'm ripped, yeah, I'm lean, but at what cost? Oh, thinking about the bounce that I permanently lost. Just me and my abs, and my abs don't understand me like they did. Rest in peace, fellas. Hey.
Now that was made by Bad Wolf. Yeah, in response to, thank you, I was getting there, Abs. Stop it now, guys. You two, you two guys are like, what is it? Chalk and cheese. One is super humorous, and the other one is semi-serious. But the reason Bad Wolf made that video was because I was complaining that since I'd lost all that weight, I'd lost my beautiful man boobs. My wife wasn't sorry because she was jealous of him, and she really was, because she's small like little poached eggs. Well, I really shouldn't talk about my wife like that. But anyhow, she was jealous of him, and apart from that, it meant she could have her bras back, you know. But so Bad Wolf picked up on that conversation and came straight back with that. Absolutely brilliant, I thought. It was. Anyhow,
yeah, that's a good question actually from the chat. How did that Lotus Eaters live event go? Because I saw the lefties outside the venue protesting them. So does anybody know how it actually went? 'Cause I didn't see anything about it.
I have no idea.
No, the one who would know is Ribeye. He'd know, but he won't come up to the mic and tell us. He follows Lotus Eaters all the time. I watch them fairly regular. Ribeye watches Lotus Eaters constantly. He loves the breakfast with Bo. Actually, I just realized we started at 8 a.m. this morning. We were late, or might have been 7. And
you've been going 3 hours, mate. Yeah.
we've been
stand up to racism.
We've been in competition with them. Oh, yeah, we know.
Guess what? I get to face off against them in May. I can't wait. Against Stamps Racing in my hometown. I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be live streaming, and I'm going to go toe to toe with them. It's going to be fun. Can't wait.
Just don't get arrested. That's all I'll say on that, because we need you.
Oh no, I'm not going to get arrested. Go on.
I've been driving the same car ever since I retired, and my last car before this one was it was crap. It was a Ford Cougar. It was super fast in that, but it was a mistake. Best car I ever had was a BMW 628 CSI. But when I retired, I don't need a car, so I bought this old second-hand Ford Fiesta, and it just keeps going. I've had it cleaned; it's been washed 3 times, and it just keeps going. And because I don't go anywhere, I don't need a car. But I wouldn't trust it on a long run. But I may well get a new car some point down in the road. Just so I can get to events like you go to them, Vindicator. For example, I wouldn't trust it, say, to drive to London anymore. I can drive it to the shops because I never go anywhere. But a new car might be useful. Ron had a Cougar, 2.5, yes, same model as me, Ron. What did you think of it? I thought I wasn't impressed with the Ford Cougar. Sorry.
I don't know much about cars.
I don't know anything about cars, to be honest with you. I also know they've got 4 wheels and engine to go places. That's it.
Yeah, my knowledge as well.
Yeah, I also know that they have a breakdown if I step into the seat of them.
Oh.
We didn't say that. We didn't say that.
I didn't say it.
That's another thing about our humour. Self-degradation. That's what we do.
Absolutely. Yeah. And when I said there, I could picture a low loader coming along, one of those, what do they call them, forklifters, and lifting up Abs and then sliding him at the driving seat. Oh no,
it wouldn't be able to lift. It wouldn't be able to lift up.
It was like the other night. I was watching, the Artemis probe coming back from orbit. I was thinking, is that what Abs would look like if we went parachuting? But, see, that's what it is, guys. We take the piss out of each other.
I don't. There's a serious side to this as well.
We don't. Oh my God! I'm going all fuzzy.
Ribeye will be going fuming because I know what Ribeye would want to say to Abs, because Ribeye has a cure for everything. You've just got to eat the right food.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Oh,
nah. Oh, God, I haven't got a chance now. He's younger, fitter. Girls, blonde.
He's younger, he's more attractive, he's fitter.
Goldie's there ripping off
hair.
her underwear, chucking it at the screen. Yeah, great.
That's the only thing I've got an advantage of a Vindicator on. I'm not completely bald.
That's it. Not completely bald. I have to turn my camera off because the window in the background gets so bright. It's just annoying. But it's not too bad today for some reason. All right. It's overcast today.
Yeah. You're looking fit. You're looking fit, Vindicator. We're going to need fit men. When it all kicks off, I'll make sure you're in the front line. Oh, and you're definitely in the front line.
I'll be at the front line, mate. Don't you worry about that. I'll be there with the dragon flag leading the charge. That's where I'll be.
Good man. I'll be right behind you. I'll be right behind Abs. He's a big shield wall. Abs is a shield wall on his own.
Just have a few spikes sticking out of me, and then you're good to go. And then you can just bash me into people.
Yeah, but we'll be out there. We'll be out there. They're saying to us, "Run to cover." We don't have to, lads. Cover's running to us.
I don't know what's happening there. Okay. Nothing's up. Shall I hang on? What am I looking at? Sorry guys, I was looking at something and Dino's face popped up, but it was just an image from a previous video. Now I'm looking forward to Dino coming on sometime because I'm trying to really wind him up so I can really, see what he's like. Yeah,
that's not hard. Just get some AI up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right. I will. No, I enjoy a bit of good banter, and I think Dino Bain. Yeah, I need some more meaty, and Dino Bain can give me that meat to rip into.
You know what you remind me of? Alan Partridge. Great banter.
Oh no! All right, hang on. Oh, just checking through the stuff now. Okay, guys, we got a silent spot, and silent spot for us content creators is deadly. So I'm going to see if we got one little song for a moment. Is there? Yeah.
I'm going to have to go now anyway, guys. It's that time I've got to go. Things to sort out. So thanks for having me on, GA. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
It's great. Yeah. And thank you for having my back, Vindicator.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vindicator.
I'm most likely going to be doing a live stream tomorrow, so you're both welcome to go on my live stream if you want to go on tomorrow. It'll be interesting.
Well, I sadly go back to work on Monday. I work 8 till 4 basically, so I could do an evening. I could do an evening one. To accommodate you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Vindicator, I when I go over to your shows, being completely honest, I just like to sit there and listen to you talk and see what the comments are. It's nice to just go there and relax without having to feel that, I'm up on stage, I have to talk, we bounce back, whatever, So if I come over, just say, you're not going to give me the mic because I'd make you look bad, something like that, okay?
Yeah. You would anyway, you would. You're a show stealer, definitely.
Right. No, I think Abs is the real show stealer.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah. Definitely.
He puts us all in the shade, doesn't he? He does indeed. Okay.
No, don't forget, when I leave, you've got to slag me off because that's the tradition, isn't it? You've got to slag me off.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I wonder what I'll be getting.
Thanks for the warning, Vindicator.
Yeah, no problem. I just thought to let you know.
Yeah, you've given me a chance to think of something to say about you. But all right.
See you later, bye.
Respect. Oh, God. I thought he'd never go. What do you say, Abs? He dominates, doesn't he?
That's all I'm saying. You won't say it, you do you. Always the diplomat.
Yeah, no, he's a great guy. First one to have my back after that letter. I've read that letter. Now I've read that letter a few times. I'm not disturbed by it at all. I've had much, much worse than that, abs. And now I can see he was just some sad git.
Oh dear.
Really, I feel sorry for him, to be honest.
I've literally.
What do we do next?
My mind's sorry. EXE has stopped working. Please restart.
I know.
Please
it's hard to keep
3
going.
business years.
they made it. I think it was FOB. I can never get Focus on Britain made that video about me, and it ends in keep on talking through the night, and trying to think. Your brain is racing, isn't it? When that, abs, your brain is racing all the time when you're talking. Just
the other one of me would be sitting there saying, "You don't have a brain. What are you on about?" Because I honestly believe I've got two brain cells in here, and they're probably being operated by a gerbil in a hamster wheel and what have you.
Well, I know exactly, because quite often I'm talking away to the camera the way we are now, and I'll find myself talking to myself as I do actions like you'll hear me say pause, Paul, and to do different things. Sometimes, of course, I get interrupted by him up there. He says, well, he's talking now. No, I know he's not. Right. He said, I'm not to say you're overweight. Okay. I'll make jokes about his weight, he said. He actually was the first one to tell me that the Zionists were lying when they said that God gave them the promised land. He said he never said that at all. They took it out of context, apparently. He meant something different. But I don't know. He said it, so I got to believe it.
I think there are some people who are praying that I get fitter, and then the man upstairs just says, sorry, that's a miracle even Jesus can't give.
Yeah, I could see there Jesus handing out the wine and you
and the bread. I said, you keep the wine, I'll have the bread.
You'd be eating the bread and the fishes, and I'd be guzzling the wine. Yeah, thanks, Lord. Keep it coming. Yeah, you're a good one, Jesus. You can stay. Don't go. Oh, they crucified him. Jesus, come back. Fetch that wine over here. Yeah, we can do without that. Oh, dear. Come on, let's have a tune. Is it, abs? You haven't got to brush
you
away.
Get me fit easily, could you, Ribeye?
Yeah, he could. He genuinely believes that. He believes a lot of strange things. I'll have a look.
I think, oddly enough, for me, it's not that I'm unwilling to have stuff. It's more the taste more than anything. I've always said this in real life to like my family and what have you. It's not so much I don't want to eat fruit and veg, although there are some I adamantly dislike. It's just the fact that some things taste nicer than other. I don't give a shit if it's healthy or not, just so long as it's got the taste factor.
Yeah,
that's all I care about.
I agree with you 100%. I remember learning to love mustard because I really disliked it. Now I love mustard. I've even tried eating carrots. I enjoy the taste of food. I enjoy eating. I really do. My wife is a wonderful cook. So, yeah, I'm quite lucky. In fact, that's the only reason I stay with her is because she can cook. But there you go. You should get yourself a wife, abs, but one who can cook. Yeah, audition. Right.
Well, I'll have a small problem in this place right now because my contract basically says I can't have other people living with me in this. So it would be a matter of I either have to start saving up money, which I've got jack shit, quite frankly, or I'm going to have to find someone who's willing to put up with both of me. So,
two for the price of one. Two for the price of one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think
plenty of me to go round if you can get your arms around me.
Well, I've got a friend who is much, much bigger than you, and he's got a lovely wife and lovely children, and he was always big. And as his wife said, it's the man inside that matters. In your case, there's probably several men inside, but, there is someone for everyone, isn't there? I believe.
There is.
Someone for even me.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah,
I mean, you've done a good job.
Somewhere along the way. They get in the conversation. Let's have a tune for a second because I haven't listened to this one properly. If you stick around, please, Abs.
You thought I was going to walk off, didn't you?
Finding fire and law to the empire born in sweat and blood. Ancient power, eternal flame. The world shall tremble at the name. Alfred dreams of unity while the Viking longships roar. The Danelaw breaks upon the cliffs of a jagged, salt-stained shore. Hastings saw the arrow fly, the Norman crown was won. But the spirit of the Saxon soul shall never be undone. Magna Carta, sword and quill, the love of the king. The bell of ancient liberty begins its heavy swing. Longbows rain from edging cords. Drake commands the ocean chord. The Armada sinks in a watery grave. Rule the storm, rule the wave. Forever young, Britannia rise underneath the iron sky. From the charter signed in fire and mud to the empire born in sweat and blood. Ancient power, eternal flame. The world shall tremble at the name. The foundations of the world. The banner is unfurled. Albion. Albion.
You've been listening to Bad Wolf. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. Like, subscribe. Tell me who has been bad and who needs to feel my bite, and show me of those who need the strength.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I like that. I do. Do you like Bad Wolf's music? Oh, you've got to say yes, haven't you, Abs, really? Otherwise he'll make a nasty video about you, like he did with Dino Bane.
Yeah. The man starts stomping, the city starts crumbling.
Yeah. Oh, right. Hey, Bad Wolf, how about a video about Abs? But make it nice, not cruel.
Oh,
I'm only into nice.
That's just saying something that hilarious is exhausting me. It's make my skin feel funny.
Right, okay. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
What was it?
Oh dear.
Oh, what was that film? Oh, Silence of the Lambs. It rubs the lotion on the skin. Yeah. Oh, do you wanna? Yeah, right. As if us men ever stand in the mirror and do things like that. Unless we've had some rum, of course.
Well, you'll have some rum and I'll have some blackcurrant and apple squash or what have you.
Yeah, you say that. You say that. Okay.
No,
Guys, we'll be winding up the show in 9 minutes because, as you know, I go down the club on a Sunday morning, Abs, and to have a game of darts with my wife.
And you've got to let her win, apparently.
I do on a Sunday. I do. Well, actually,
otherwise, I think
she's actually really good. She's got hundreds of trophies. I don't know if there's any in here. I could go and show you hundreds of trophies in the house in bags. She's really good at playing darts. She had to be good at Summit, I suppose. Pity wasn't good at other things, but there you go.
She isn't like that girl from Shaun of the Dead who throws one into Sean's head.
I thought that Shaun of the Dead was a great film. I really liked it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And the other film that guy made, was it Hot Fuzz or something? He's a cop and he goes, yeah, excellent film.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Yeah. He's
I know it all too well.
I'm not keen on him as a person, some of the things he's said about, patriots and stuff like that. But that doesn't detract from the fact that he's a good actor and made some good films.
Yeah, that is the case.
The same with someone like Tom Hanks in The Green Mile. Brilliant actor.
Oh, yes.
Terrible person.
I've seen bits and bobs of Green Arrow, of Green Mile. Yes, I've seen the newest film, Green Arrow. It involves an old man speaking on a stream, letting everyone know what he thinks about his own country.
Absolutely. Hey, if you haven't seen it,
Rotten Tomatoes thinks it's 82%.
Oh, well, that's a matter. Abs, if you haven't seen The Green Mile, you should watch it. It really is an excellent film. Yeah, it really is. Okay, then. My internet is starting to play up now. That means the wife has switched on the bloody telly. We're getting Starlink. We're getting Starlink soon. We've got enough patriotic channel members now to fund it. It's £75 a month. It'll make life so much easier for me, and I'll be more productive. Be able to have some more guests on to play with. Yeah.
Fair play. And then then the boys will be sent round and said, look at Paul Morris, that bloody grifter. Because you know what they're like. If you even make the slightest bit of money. I still remember when I had the odd comment or two myself calling me a grifter. Yeah, I'm sure that 7 fucking pence and the £2 I recently received as a super chat, which literally had the caption, for Fredo, is going to be a load of good. And I did actually go out and buy a Fredo, and I was like, with my last day where I actually had a full head of hair.
I'm sure the big channels make lots of money.
Yeah,
I don't really know. I've only had one payment because I've only been going since October the 13th, and the channel's come a long, long way. I'm impressed by it. Well, actually, I done it, didn't I? Yeah, it's hard to be humble. And I had our first payment, £169, and we'd already donated from my wife's account over 250, because I'm in a lucky position. You know, I've got my Navy pension and a small private one, so I'm not financially dependent. However, if this channel gets taken down now, I'm in trouble because it's £75 a month for the Starlink, which is funded by the members. But if the channel went down, I couldn't fund it. And to break the contract within 2 years means I've got to pay for all the Starlink equipment that comes.
I know somebody's just said in the comments, Fredo's that much now. No, they're not £2, but 40 pence is still pretty fucking bad. It's pretty bad that they're 40 pence now. They used to be like 10 pence or something, and now they've gone up to 4 times that. And I know I made a joke earlier about saying I would raise Fredo prices to £1. Then I could really be known as an evil dictator.
Oh, right. That went right over my head. I get it now. Yeah. What did I make on a video? 7 pence I made on one video. Yeah, I was. Oh, I haven't said that. I'm looking forward to the end of this month, and I'll give you an idea of the kind of income that you can get. But I won't know. If took down the. I couldn't afford to pay for the Starlink stuff. That's for sure. I spent my burial fund already.
And I still remember, I see on my little YouTube studio how they sometimes give you like tips in the top right hand corner, and they're like, you could do this to increase your viewer count or your subscribers or the number of members you have. The funniest thing was, I actually had one like a week ago or something that said that you could be earning 175% more from super chats and what have you. So I literally just put the post up. What's 175% of zero?
Now, we don't get many of those. To be honest, I don't know if I've got super chats enabled or anything. I didn't want to be monetized at all, but situation dictates it. If, however, I was running this dependent on income from the channel, then I wouldn't hesitate to.
I mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I am not exactly financially equipped more than anything. I have probably. I shouldn't really say it, but I'll say it anyway, just for the sake of to give people an understanding. I have less than 2,000 to my name. In fact, it's probably not even that at this point, quite frankly. So I am living dangerously as far as my finances are concerned. So I want people to understand that. So when I put my PayPal in the description and I have my super chats on, I don't do it because I think of YouTube as purely a money operation. I have it there as a kind of a, if people like my work, they can like and subscribe. They don't have to pay me a dime. I'll keep doing my videos regardless. But if I have the opportunity to have people who think he's amazing at what he does, I'm not trying to big myself up here, by the way, but if people say this guy's absolutely amazing and they want to donate, the option's there. But I will always say for people to look after themselves first, quite frankly.
Okay. I need to know first now, Abs, are you monetized for ad revenue?
I probably have ad revenue up, but I can't remember off the top of my head more than anything.
Because what I was thinking was, if you was to have a show on a live stream one night, then we come over Mob Bandit, say Vindicator, myself, the Gobster, leave Dino Bain out of it, otherwise he'll talk all night about something, so we'll leave him out, until he comes, bang, let me in, I want to, give me the mic, put on announce it, I'll come over, and let's see if we can drag a few hundred people over to your show. Would you like that, perhaps? Think about it.
I wouldn't mind it, but I'll have to find out how to set up a bloody StreamYards, because at the end of the day, that's something I haven't really done, and it's probably bad of me, because I've been up for like 8 years or what have you on this channel, so I should probably know it, but I've never used it.
It's very simple to use. I'm running it now, actually. It really is. It's got to be simple for someone like me to use it. Okay, I'm running out of time. Do you want to say goodbye for now, Abs? And then I'll play our video out.
Yeah, that's fair play. Thanks for having both of me on as usual, and thank God the server didn't crash when I came in, because my God, we'd all be in trouble then. But yeah, thanks for having me, guys, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.
Thank you a lot, Abs. Thank you, Abs. Well, there you go. What a great guest. What a great guest. Do you guys want to... You will be one day. You will be. I know how hard it is to get there. Easy enough to get that first 500 subscribers. The toughest part, I think, is getting the 1,000 hours. Yeah, you've got to work for that. Yeah, you really got to work for that 1,000 hours. So I've been there. You've got my sympathy, my friend. Right. Do you guys want to say goodbye to each other now before I play us out? Thank you, Tweety Pie. Tasty is saying goodbye to Abs. Thank you, Abs. I mean that. Incredible character, brilliant sense of humor. Okay, guys, let's go for the last one. Is that? You ready, everybody? Stand by, share this tab, play that, go there.
Well,
hang
thank
on.
y'all for coming, folks. We'll be right pleased to be seeing y'all again soon. Please don't forget to put your little pinkies on those like and subscribe buttons as you get your hats and coats on the way out. Y'all be having a safe trip home. And please, can somebody make sure GA gets home okay? I think he might have had a little too much rum. Goodbye.